And we say good morning to you. Welcome. We are live at Max Medicine Mart on this Monday, February the 19th, 2018. It is President's Day. Banks are closed. No postal service today here in our area, or of course in the country, as we're celebrating President's Day 2018. And also, for one time, we'll tell you we're also celebrating the birthday of our buddy Becky Patterson, who does the marketing here at Max Medicine Mart. See behind us, Tom Taylor Sports Show. That's where we is, and having a big time. We're going to be here live for the next couple of hours, and we got lots to talk about. College basketball, the NBA All-Star Game. LeBron did it again. We got high school basketball tournament championships. We'll kind of run down how things went over the weekend as we had some teams decide both the championship and the consolation of the district tournament. Moving on now to the regional play later on this week, and that, of course, would also include some championship games being played tonight and tomorrow night in high school basketball here locally. Got some Major League Baseball news. We've got all kinds of things to talk about. Of course, the biggest story for us being involved at Bristol Motor Speedway, the 60th edition of the running of the Daytona 500, won by the guy that won on the last lap. How about that? Doesn't matter where you start, where you finish, and so he finished the last lap with the checker flag. Austin Dillon brings home the checkers, and we'll tell you all about that coming up here again throughout the course of the show. Again, we're here live again at Max Medicine Mart, having a big time again on this Monday Love coming over here, and we have some things to give away today. It's a $30 value. All you've got to do is go to the Tom Taylor Sports Show Facebook page, like us and share us. We're going to give it away. We got your choice of, Becky said we're going to give away these choice of, let's see, these are Be Well Teas. This is 36 tea bags. This one's called Get Some Z's. You got a choice of you can win that one. Or if you want this one's called Get Heart Herb Tea for Cardio Health. We're going to give that away, one of these three. Or you can choose from this right here. This is the Herb Tea for the Libido. Get Passionate. Woo woo. So there you go. You have the three choices of tea that you can win. And on top of that, we're going to give you this Dancing Leaves mug that we talked about last week. And so we sold some of those, and I'm going to give one of these away today. So all this is a $30 value. Somebody's going to win it today. Could be you. All you got to do is like and share the show, and we'll give it away. And Becky will announce the winner at the end of the show. And so, hey, why not? So you have a choice of three of these teas, one of these three teas. Get Passionate, Get Heart, or Get Some Z's. And also, again, this Dancing Leaves mug from the Republic of Tea Company. And so that's going out of here today, too. A $30 value. And all you got to do is like and share the show on the Tom Taylor Sports Show Facebook page. It puts you in the running, and Becky pulls the winner at the end of the show. So we are here live. We always dedicate our show to the man who hung on the cross. Today, no different. The book of Psalms, Psalm 73, as a matter of fact. It says, I am with you always. I will be holding your hand. I will guide you with my counsel and take you into my glory. I am the strength of your heart and your portion forever. And that's today's verse again out of the book of Psalms, Psalm 73. Probably need to get over here, don't I? Oh, why don't I do this? There we go. Psalm 73. Makes a whole lot more sense. You can see the backdrop. Instead of my big head blocking it. 73, verses 23, 24, 25, and 26. Again, that is the verse of the day again here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Again, we are live again at Max Medicine Mart. Make tracks to Max you do. Coming up, we're going to hear from William Yarber, who works right here at Max Medicine Mart. Also later in the show, Dr. Barry Walton. We're going to hear from Michael Smith, the athletic director, and the boys head basketball coach of Unicoi County. They've got both the boys and the girls in the district championship games tonight in Elizabeth, and we'll talk to Coach Smith about that, or Smitty as he's called. He'll join us. Also, Ken Harden, the softball coach at Elizabeth. And again, it is spring sports season. You know, it's been raining and extremely wet grounds out there after all the rain over the weekend, but there is baseball and softball. It is that time of year. Also boys soccer, also track and field and tennis. So it's a busy time of the year in the spring sports here in Northeast Tennessee. We're going to be talking to Coach Harden coming up here in a little while about the Elizabeth and Lady Cyclone softball team. So it's all good. We're very excited about everything. And, of course, we'll take our first break and come back. We'll take in the obvious as they head off to Atlanta, the Daytona 500. And, again, the winner of the man who did it would have been, of course, the number 3 ride of Austin Dillon. A historic, from a sad standpoint, you would have to think, a historic day for the number 3 and the late Dale Earnhardt Sr. and all that. So we'll tell you all about that coming up here in just a few minutes. But first, how about a promo about what's coming up starting March 13th, Elizabeth and Cyclone Baseball. I'm with head baseball coach Ryan, president of Elizabethton Cyclones. And, Coach, we're very excited, my friend. We're getting ready to double the coverage of Cyclone baseball this year. I'm very excited.
Yeah, I'm excited too. I think it's a big step for our program. We really believe that getting out there what our kids do and letting the community know what we're doing and what we're up to is very important. The weather can be bad in the spring, and it doesn't matter to us if the weather's bad. We're going to play. We've played in snow. We don't really care about that, but watching baseball in the snow is pretty tough. So I think it's a really good opportunity for our fans to keep up with us. And really, we've got a lot of fans that live in different states, and I think you saw that from the coverage last year. People in all different parts of the country and the world watching and listening to Cyclone baseball. So we're excited about the opportunity.
Absolutely. And, of course, it all starts March the 13th against Sullivan Central. We got some great games lined up. And, hey, this year we're taking out on the road doing some games. Most of the games at Twin Stadium, but we are going to be on the road this year, some big conference games too.
Absolutely. You look early on, us at East, we battled last year with East, and a lot of the same players back on both sides of the field this year. So we're going to be battling with the East early on, and game at Happy Valley, obviously big in-county rivalry. That's also a conference tilt for us, and then going on the road down to Smoky Stadium. We're going to be playing Pigeon Forge in Jefferson County. Jefferson County goes to the state tournament last year in 3A. We actually beat them last year, which was big for us, and just trying to expand what we're doing here with the program, and this is a big part of it, and we appreciate you coming on board.
Oh, absolutely. Love it, love it, love it. And, of course, it takes sponsorship to make it go, to drive the bus, if you will. And so you've lined up some great sponsors. Tell us some of the folks that are going to be helping out with the broadcast this year.
We're going to be headlined by Chick-fil-A. So they're going to be our headline sponsor for the season. Game night sponsors actually got Carter County Bank and Appalachian Community Federal Credit Union. Physical therapy services from here in town. Tri-Cities Health is a great little outfit over on the edge of town between Elizabethton and Johnson City. Just super folks. Blackburn Children's in Stegall over in Johnson City, and we've even got Elizabethton High School Fellowship of Christian Athletes is coming on board. We're really happy to partner with them. They do a lot of great things here in the community and in the school.
It all starts March 13th. Again, it's going to be the Sullivan Central Cougars, our first one. First pitch at 7 o'clock on March 13th. It'll be here before you know it. Coach, what's the phrase that pays? What are we supposed to say? Cyclone?
Cyclone pride. Something to live by, Tom.
Cyclone pride. Something to live by. We'll see you March 13th. Again, looking forward to bringing Cyclone baseball right here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show Facebook page. That's coming up on March 13th. Again, we'll start things against the Sullivan Central Cougars at O'Brien Stadium in Elizabeth, and can't wait. So, Cyclone baseball. The big thanks, of course, to our good friend Tommy Tipton and the great folks at Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton, our title sponsor of Elizabethton Cyclone baseball for 2018. So you look here, and again, before we go to the break and come back with our first segment on NASCAR, obviously, and the big Daytona 500 win, and also the truck win by Johnny Sauter, and the Xfinity Series win by Tyler Reddick. There is what you want to know about right there. And that is, of course, the fact that you can get these tickets. Again, buy your tickets for Bristol. Again, for April the 15th, you can see right here, April the 15th, for $50 for adults. Kids 12 and under, $10 in any and all Food Cities. Check the front office for details, and when you do, you get 500 bonus points every time you buy a ticket from Food City for the racing action at Bristol Motor Speedway coming up in 54 days, the Xfinity race in 55 days to the Food City 500. And so get your tickets again from Bristol, and again, buy your tickets for less at Bristol Motor Speedway. And again, you get 500 bonus points, value points per ticket. That's 3 gas visits per tickets. If you buy a pair of tickets, you get 6 gas visits. Obviously, you can do the math, and so that means you get 3 times you go to Food City, you get 15 cents off per gallon on a gas visit. If you go on a Wednesday, it's your double points. You get 30 cents off on a gallon. So it's a no-brainer to get your tickets for less for the Food City 500 coming up again in 55 days at the world's last great Coliseum, Bristol Motor Speedway. Quick break. We'll be right back. We're going to jump right in, and we'll take off and head into our first segment, and that'll be our segment involving we're going to talk NASCAR, obviously. It's a big, big weekend down at Daytona International Speedway, and so we'll tell you all about that. But first, a quick break for one of our great sets of sponsors, including Blue Lizard Australian Sunscreen. They sell right here at Max Medicine Mart. We are, again, broadcasting live. Again, like, share, comment on the show. Give you a chance to win a Dancing Leaves mug, or for bag or loose tea leaves, it's a $20 value. Your choice of one of 3 Republic of Teas. Get Heart, which is herb tea for cardio health. Get Passionate, herb tea for the libido, or get Z's, which is herb tea for rest and relaxation. These are $10. You get to pick one out of the three, and so you're talking a $30 value when you like or share the show here this afternoon and this morning, and we'll make you a winner by the end of the show. Becky, who does the marketing here at Mike's, will pull the magic name and find out who wins. All you got to do is like and share the show by simply going to the Facebook page, The Tom Taylor Sports Show. NASCAR next here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. We're broadcasting live from Mike's Medicine Mart, show number 691. Tomorrow we'll be at Movement Mortgage in Boones Creek. Wednesday we'll be at Chick-fil-A The Crossings in North Johnson City. Thursday we'll be at Champion Chevrolet. And this Friday we'll take our show to Freddy's in North Johnson City. Can't wait. Get me some. They got some fish over there right now. I was over there yesterday for lunch. Woohoo! That's good. Or you can get you one of those great hamburgers or a grilled cheese sandwich and the best custard anywhere. We'll be at Freddy's broadcasting live this coming Friday. Quick break. We'll talk NASCAR next from Mike's Medicine Mart on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Blue Lizard Australian Sunscreen originated in Australia, where sunscreen standards are the strictest in the world. Although our products are now manufactured here in the U.S., we continue to adhere to the most stringent Australian standards to offer the best in broad-spectrum sun protection. Blue Lizard, the brand most recommended by pediatricians and dermatologists. Our smart bottle turns blue in the presence of UV rays, reminding you to cover up. You bring the sun, Blue Lizard brings the magic.
Champion Chevrolet on the Motor Mile in Johnson City is starting off 2018 with monster savings on over 350 new Chevrolets to choose from. Take advantage of these awesome savings for a limited time only. Silverado Crew and Double Cabs, $10,000 off MSRP. 17 Spark, $11,995. 18 Equinox, $19,995. 17 Traverse, $28,995. 17 Corvette, 20% off MSRP. Shop us online 24/7 and don't forget our Saturday parts and service hours. Champion Chevrolet on the Motor Mile in Johnson City, where we leave you asking, how do they do that?
The savings continue in the month of February at Max Medicine Mart in Kingsport. All natural factors 20% off. Folic acid, CoQ10, apple cider vinegar capsules, B12. They're all on sale. Anything natural factors, all 20% off the month of February at Max Medicine Mart. No coupons, no limits. It's a flat 20% off anytime you buy natural factors in February at Max Medicine Mart. Max Medicine Mart, Center Street, Kingsport. Natural factors 20% off in February. Make tracks to Max Medicine Mart.
At FCA, we're touching millions one heart at a time. Since 1954, the Fellowship of Christian Athletes has been putting the heart and soul in sports by challenging athletes and coaches to impact the world for Jesus Christ. As the largest sports ministry in the world, FCA now reaches over 2 million people annually on the professional, college, high school, junior high, and youth levels. Through this shared passion for athletics and faith, lives are changed, one heart at a time. Learn more at fca.org.
Back to the Tom Taylor Sports Show, show number 691. We're broadcasting live at Mike's Medicine Mart, where they have natural factors on sale all the way through the end of the month. Of course, you can look at the calendar. The last day of the month is next Wednesday a week. So she's winding down. But, again, everything natural factors in the store. Williams will come talk about that coming up here in a few minutes. All the vitamins and supplements on sale, 20% off until the end of the month. That's, you come in today. You come in literally the same day. Come in right now and buy 20%. Come back later today. It's 20%. There are no coupons. There are no limits. Anytime you come into Mike's to the end of February, it is a flat 20% off anything you purchase that is natural factors, the vitamins and supplements. Also, if you have this is called Amish Origins, greaseless pain relief and cream. We'll let William talk about that coming up in a few minutes. If you have arthritic pain or sore joints and muscles, this is a greaseless pain relief cream. It's right here again at Mike's Medicine Mart. We'll show you the old. We're going to let William talk about this coming up here in just a few minutes. Also, we've got the Naked Bee and new products. Naked Bee product line is made right down the road in Elizabethton, Tennessee. How about that? Naked Bee. It is made and produced and sent all over the world, coming out of Elizabethton. So talk about the Naked Bee product line as well, coming up here in just a little while as we're here live at Mike's Medicine Mart. 20 years ago yesterday, Dale Earnhardt Sr., the late Dale Earnhardt Sr., won his only Daytona 500. Austin Dillon at that point was only 7 years old. 20 years later, yesterday, Dillon claimed the Great American Race in Earnhardt's number 3. More eerie about this was the anniversary. Yesterday is the day Dale Sr. got tragically killed at Daytona, died 17 years ago yesterday on the day that Austin Dillon wins the race, and also he won his only 500 back in 1998. So Daytona 500 speaking of. The 27-year-old Dillon won the 60th running in overtime after spinning and passing Eric Almirola. So if you go back and watch the video, we're going to try and have that for you yesterday. We tried to pull it up and couldn't process that. For some reason, it was a glitch coming from NASCAR, so we will we'll have that for you tomorrow. I want to show you the pass and how he tapped. Eric Almirola spun him and, of course, ended up crashing. Eric Almirola, it's the second win of Dillon's career. It means he'll be heading off to the playoffs to compete for the NASCAR championship later this season. Field was running single file with 10 laps to go. It was pretty quiet at that point. Ryan Blaney continued to lead the field after leading over 100 laps when William Byron went spinning near the start-finish line to bring out the caution and set up the finish. It appeared that Blaney, on the restart, Blaney shuffled the lead with Denny Hamlin and also Kurt Busch before the big one came down. It appeared, and it's not appeared, it happened, that Blaney got into the rear bumper Busch, which is exactly what happened, sending him into a tailspin, taking him out along with pole sitter Alex Bowman, Matt DiBenedetto, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Ryan Newman, and Cup champion from last year, Martin Truex Jr. The massive wreck sent the race into overtime. And, of course, when it was all said and done, as we said, Austin Dillon only led one lap, only one it counts. He led the last lap, passing after he tapped and spun Eric Almirola to win it. And so your top 10, Austin Dillon, Darrell Bubba Wallace Jr., strong finish. Richard Petty Motorsports finishing second. Denny Hamlin third, Joey Logano fourth, Chris Buescher fifth. Then came Paul Menard, Ryan Blaney, Ryan Newman, Michael McDowell, and A.J. Allmendinger. Love McDowell being up there. Guy's on-fire Christian. He has no problem sharing his faith. And so Michael McDowell, a solid number 9 finish yesterday. Also, you had 10, 11, 12 finish was Trevor Bayne out of Knoxville, Tennessee, who is a birthday boy today on February the 19th. So hello, Karen Gibson. So happy birthday to Trevor Bayne, who drives the number 6 ride out of K-Town. Also, you have, from yesterday's results, some of the big names didn't do so well. Jimmy Johnson finishing 38th, Daniel Suarez 37th, Danica Patrick, tough way to end her season and her career at Daytona, 35th, Chase Elliott 33rd, Brad Keselowski 32nd, Kevin Harvick finished 31st. So, and the Busch brothers finished into the upper 20s. So not a good day for some of the bigger names. But again, the biggest name yesterday for Richard Childress was his grandson, again, Austin Dillon. Bringing home the checkers. They head off now to Atlanta. We'll tell you about that coming up in a second. On Saturday, it was the Power Shares QQQ 300. It was the closest finish in the history of motorsports. How about that? Closest margin of victory in NASCAR history. Tyler Reddick edged out his teammate, the veteran Elliott Sadler, to win it from Junior Motorsports with Dale Earnhardt Jr., the owner of the team. So he didn't go wrong either way because both these guys were fighting for the win. In the last of 5 overtimes after a stoppage of 5 minutes and 27 seconds, and on the 23rd extra lap, Reddick made a move to the outside off turn 4 and won a drag race with Elliott Sadler. Hello, Bradley Purdy. Hello, Jason Hash. Hello, Renee McNeil. Again, be sure and like and share the show. We'll put you in running to win this $30 giveaway today. We'll tell you about it coming up in just a second. Again, Reddick made a move to the outside off turn 4 and won a drag race with Sadler to the stripe after the cars bumped side by side going to the finish line. Margin of victory listed officially as .000 seconds because NASCAR timing and scoring doesn't measure beyond thousandths of a second. That's how close. If you go back and watch the video, we're talking 3 inches. Probably that right there. I guess that's about 3 inches, thereabouts. 3 inches separated Tyler Reddick from his teammate Elliott Sadler to win the Xfinity race on Saturday. Then on Friday night, Johnny Sauter, again, in a race that produced 7 cautions for 35 laps and left 21 trucks running at the finish. Johnny Sauter held off Justin Haley by .098 seconds. Another close finish to win the Next Era Energy Resources 250, the season opener for the NASCAR Camping World Truck Series. Victory was Sauter's 3rd at Daytona, his 18th of his career, and so 3 bang-bang races, obviously, to finish up the first week of racing in the NASCAR season. And so that leads everybody now to move on to Atlanta. The Folds of Honor Quick, let's see, get this right. The Folds of Honor Quick Trip, is that right? Folds of Honor. Want to make sure, Folds of Honor Quick Trip 500 coming up on Sunday for the Cup Series. On the pole a year ago was Kevin Harvick. The winner was Brad Keselowski, one of his 3 wins in 2017. The Xfinity Series race will be there on Saturday. Kyle Busch won the race, sat on the pole, and won the race a year ago. The second straight year he started on the pole and won, so he'll defend his crown, I think, in the Xfinity Series race. I haven't seen the entry list yet because, again, off-season, NASCAR said the Cup drivers can drive in less and less Xfinity Series races, so we'll have to see which one Kyle Busch decides to race in. Would it be this one in Atlanta? I would think he would. Second straight year he started on the pole and then won the race 2 years in a row. Then the Truck Series also be running in Atlanta this weekend. Christopher Bell, one of his 5 wins in 2017, won the truck race a year ago in Atlanta. So Keselowski wins the Cup race, Kyle Busch wins the Xfinity race, and the truck race was won by Christopher Bell. And of course, as we said, they move into Atlanta this weekend for the racing there in Hampton, Georgia. So that's what's happening there for NASCAR. And so, hello Jerry Keller, hello Bradley Purdy, way yonder in Cleveland, Texas. How you doing? Also hello to Jason Hash, hello to Renee McNeil. Renee feeling a little puny at church yesterday. I'm glad she's feeling better. And so I assume she's feeling better. She's watching the show, so we appreciate that. She was, wasn't feeling her 100% best yesterday, and we felt for her. So hope she's feeling better today. She's a sweetie. And also hello to Jason Hash and also to Jerry Keller. As we said, today's giveaway, we're going to be giving away one of these 3. This is the Get Passionate Herb Tea. If you're out of town, we'll send it to you. This one's called Get Heart. This is one for the herb tea for cardio health. This one is Get Passionate Herb Tea for the libido. And then also, if you just want something to rest and relax, this one's called, these are 36 tea bags per canister. This one's called Get Some Z's. And so all these 3, you'll have a choice to win one of these 3. They're a $10 value. Then on top of that is the Dancing Leaves mug for bag or loose tea leaves. That's a $20 value. So again, get all 3 of these, one of these 3 tea bag winners, and also the Dancing Leaves mug for free. All you got to do is like and share the show. William Yarber's going to be with us here in just a minute. We're going to take a break and come right back and see what he allows here. Hello to Jerry. Hello, John. I don't know who John is, but hello, Jerry. So anyway, we enjoy having folks communicate with us on the show. And so Jerry Keller with us, and Bradley Purdy, and Jason Ash, and Renee McNeil so far. And again, all you got to do is like and share the show and put yourself in the running to win this $30 giveaway today from Becky, the marketing lady here at Max, and the gang here at Max Meadows and Mart. Coming up a little bit later in the show, we'll take a look at basketball. We got the NBA. LeBron did it again. We've got top 25 college basketball, lots of high school basketball to tell you all about because there's lots of tournaments being played tonight around the region. District tournament consolations and championships. Some of those decided over the weekend. We'll tell you about that as well. So we got a pretty hefty basketball segment coming up. Baseball, they are in first full day workouts for Major League Baseball. Spring training is on. We'll tell you all about that coming up. And Tim Tebow's in the news again with the New York Mets, and we'll tell you why. And we'll have that for you coming up here in a little while as well. Before we go to the break, we got William Yarber coming up next. Let's run down the National Hockey League from last night. Your winners, Philadelphia skates past the Rangers 7-4. Edmonton, a 4-2 winner in Colorado against the Avalanche. New Jersey on the ice, 3-2 win at Carolina. The defending Stanley Cup champions pick up their 35th win. The Pittsburgh Penguins skate past Columbus in Columbus, 5-2 the final there. Toronto, a 3-2 winner at Detroit over the Red Wings. San Jose in the Shark Tank, what they call their home ice. They pick up their 32nd win with a 5-2 win over Dallas. And Winnipeg picks up their 35th win. The Jets with a 7-2 win at home against Florida. Today got some good ones, including the Nashville Predators on the ice tonight. 34-14, the Predators hosting the Ottawa Senators, a 21-27 team, and they'll be playing that, I should say, and skating tonight at 8 o'clock in Nashville. Another good matchup, Minnesota 31-20 at New York against the Islanders, who are 29-25. The Boston Bruins with 35 wins under the belt skate tonight in Calgary. They have 30 wins, so that's a good 30. Both teams with at least 30 wins on the ice tonight. Boston skating at Calgary. The L.A. Kings will be in Chicago against the Blackhawks. L.A. 31-22. Chicago at 25-26. And then Anaheim, the Ducks with a 29-win season so far, skating in Vegas against the expansion Vegas Golden Knights, who I think to this point has the best record in the National Hockey League at 39-15. Pretty sure they do. Let's see. Pittsburgh's got 35. Yep, I think these guys. Well, I got to see Tampa Bay doesn't skate tonight. It would either be Tampa Bay or Vegas. So easily one of the top three best records in the National Hockey League. Vegas tonight, the Golden Knights at 39-15 hosting Anaheim. And so there's your matchups. But again, for us locally, we're very interested in watching the Predators skate tonight in Nashville against the Ottawa Senators. Tom Taylor Sports Show. Again, we are live. I knew that, Jerry. I know Jerry knew who he was watching. He said I hit the wrong button. Jerry, buddy, I do it all the time. It's the wonder I can get from point A to point B. These big fat fingers, and I'm always hitting the wrong buttons. I totally get that. Also, I want to remind you, coming up this week in PGA in the golf scene, the Genesis Open concluding, and now we move into Palm Beach Gardens, Florida for the Honda Classic, a $6.6 million purse for the PGA Tour, playing golf this weekend in Florida for the Honda Classic. Quick break. William Yarber joins us coming up next. We'll take a quick look at what's going on here at Mike's Medicine Mart. Also, major college football. Do you think attendance is up or do you think it's down for 2017? Interesting story. Interesting story as to why it either is up or it's down. We'll tell you about that coming up. But first, quick break. We're live here at Mike's Medicine Mart, show number 691 of the Tom Taylor Sports Show. At American Import and Auto Repair in Johnson City, one of the 8 areas of your vehicle that takes constant continuing education is the air conditioner on your vehicle.
Well, you would think that AC would be a simple one, but it's getting to be a lot bigger than just AC. It's the management of the system, not just AC, but heat and everything. It's a lot more computer controlled than it used to be. It used to be just a little button on the dash that you pushed. Now there's all kinds of electronics involved in that. Braking systems used to be fairly simple. Now some of the newer vehicles, you have to have a computer to actually operate the braking system to make sure that it's okay after you've worked on it. Computer controlled of the engine is becoming very important. There's a lot to that. Each one of these areas, the technology has just tripled and quadrupled in the last few years. It's hard to keep up. You really need to stay in the books and know what's going on with them.
American Import and Auto Repair, Johnson City, open 6 days a week. Call today at 913-3111. Blue Lizard Australian sunscreen originated in Australia, where sunscreen standards are the strictest in the world. Although our products are now manufactured here in the U.S., we continue to adhere to the most stringent Australian standards to offer the best in broad-spectrum sun protection. Blue Lizard, the brand most recommended by pediatricians and dermatologists. Our smart bottle turns blue in the presence of UV rays, reminding you to cover up. You bring the sun, Blue Lizard brings the magic.
It's Friday night at 7 o'clock. You've been involved in a car accident. You may be out of state on vacation or just a few miles from home. What do? Who do you call? At Farmers Insurance Group, one call is all you have to make. Hello, this is Jim Klein, an agent with Farmers Insurance. It's called One and Done. You don't have to wait till Monday morning to file a claim. You can make the initial call and we'll begin right away to help you. We assist you in moving the vehicle to a certified repair shop, getting you set up with rental car, and informing your agent. Then here at the staff at Jim Klein Farmers Insurance, we follow the claim through to the end. It's that easy. One and Done. We're your one and done location for all your insurance needs. Auto, home, life, commercial, workers' comp, and bonds. We can help you with all your insurance needs. Give me a call today, Jim Klein Farmers Insurance at 247-5400, your one and done location in Kingsport, 247-5400.
Any day is a good day to get a tray from Chick-fil-A. Over 10 to choose from. Perfect for having the gang over to watch the big game, birthday parties, church get-togethers, backyard gatherings, everything from fruit trays to garden salad trays to nuggets and chicken strip trays. And for the sweet tooth, try the cinnamon cluster or chocolate chunk cookie tray. So you see, any day is a good day to get a tray from Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A at the Crossings in North Johnson City.
And we're back with the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Let's go to the phone. You see on the screen Coach Ken Harden, the head coach. Hello, Angel Depew, by the way, watching. Thank you for watching. Appreciate that. Let's go to the phone. Coach Ken Harden, the head softball coach at Elizabeth and Lady Cyclones. Good morning, Coach. How you doing, my friend?
Good morning. Doing great.
I appreciate you very much checking in with us. Let's go back and review 2017 for Lady Cyclone softball. Kind of give us a quick review last season, would you please?
Well, just a tremendous year, a great group of young ladies. First trip ever to the state tournament, and we actually went down and won a game, and we had some just tremendous highlights. Lauren Bricky, she'll be a senior this year. She was named Miss Softball in Double-A in Tennessee, and we've never had that honor, and just so many positives from last year. Set a school record in wins, and a lot of tremendous things last year.
How many of those young ladies are back this year for Elizabeth and Cyclone Lady Softball?
We graduated 3. We lost third, right field and first base, and then we've had one young lady that tore ACL this year, so we're down to basically 5 starters coming back this year.
Lady Cyclone softball. Again, let's take a look at the conference. Again, we're talking to Coach Harden. Who are some of the teams you're going to be looking out for this year?
Well, I think we're going to be pretty good. And, it always starts with Unicoi. They built a program over the years, and I think our conference day in and day out could be the toughest around. Sullivan Central's coming in this year, and they had a good year last year. And then Sullivan East has got, I think he has just about his whole team back. And Johnson County will always fight you. There's just so many teams in there that can play.
We're talking to Coach Harden again, the Elizabethan softball coach of the Lady Cyclones. So you look at your non-conference schedule. You going to some tournaments this year, or are you going to be playing some outside of the conference?
Well, we're hosting the Wayne Hodge tournament this year. We have right now 9 teams looking for a 10th. Anybody out there wants to come. Got some real good competition. We're also going to Myrtle Beach playing the Grand Strand Classic, and we have our other non-conference games. We're going to Pigeon Forge once to play Cal Ripken. We're also playing Richlands, Virginia, and Gate City, and we've got Crockett twice. We've got a really tough non-conference schedule also.
We're talking to Coach Ken Harden again, Elizabeth and Lady Cyclone softball. We're live here in Kingsport at Mike's Medicine Mart. And so, Coach, what do you feel like your strength's going to be this year? What's going to get you on down the road? What's going to be your strong suit?
Well, it starts in a circle. I've got Lauren Bricky and Kelly Cunningham both back, and they're both 4-year starters or pitchers. They've just either put one or the other in there for the past 4 years. I've been spoiled with them, and they're both really competitive. They're both good pitchers. And then I think our hitting's going to be really good. We've really preseason hitting the ball, working out. We've hit the ball really well this year.
Very warm this week, which is great, but it's also supposed to be wet. So how do you dodge the raindrops and get practice in and keep the girls motivated and keep them playing, even though you may have to be inside and sometimes outside? How do you keep it going in spring practice before the season starts?
Well, we're very fortunate. The last couple of years, we've put together and built us an indoor facility, and we can hit. But that gets old after a while. The girls want to be on the field. We're very fortunate also with the fact our field rains tremendously. We've been on the field several days. If it can quit raining an hour before practice, we can usually get on it. So we've been fortunate there. But it is tough the days that it rains all day.
We are working on trying to get, in fact, if we can pull off the Wi-Fi signal, we're going to be doing some Lady Cyclone softball here on the Facebook internet. There's a tremendous following for your program based on the success, and there's folks all over the country, alumni, and of course, just parents and just fans interested here locally for Elizabeth and Lady Cyclone softball. You have a great fan base, don't you?
We do. We had a great following, and you even hear other coaches say they like for us to come to their tournaments and things because we bring such a great group with us, and our stands are always full. And the last 2 years we've played a sub-state at home after we won the region, and our park's been full down both foul lines, and it's great to look out there and see that.
You got it, Coach. What do you want to leave us with this morning, my friend?
Just looking for great things out of the kids. They're an extremely hard-working group. They're very focused, and we get a few breaks here and there. I think we'll be in good shape this year.
Here we go. We're going to talk to you a lot during the season. So opening day is when?
It is March 12th. We play Granger County at Walter State. And a big game for the girls to get to play in that type of atmosphere. Coach Softman's real good to us about letting us come down there, and Granger's got a really tough program also. And it's just a great atmosphere to get to go play in a park like that and see the atmosphere there.
Coach, I know you're busy. Thank you for your time, my friend. We'll talk to you soon, and go Lady Cyclones, all right?
Yeah. Thanks for all you do, Tom.
Yes, sir. Good man right there. Again, Coach Ken Harden with us. We appreciate him very much joining us. And again, the Lady Cyclones, you heard them, they start March the 12th against Granger at Walter State, which is a great ballpark, man. That is a primo park to start the season in. Hello to Angel Depew. Again, if you're watching the show, if you like or share the show, you're going to put yourself in the running to get one of the giveaways today. There it is, again, one of the three. This is Get Passionate. This one is called Get Heart. And the third canister of 36 tea bags is called Get Some Z's. We're going to give one of these three away, your choice, whichever one you want to win. And then also the Republic of Tea, as they call it, the Dancing Leaves mug for bag or loose tea leaves. This is $20. These cans of tea are $10 a piece. You get to pick one of those. So you're talking a $30 giveaway today. All you've got to do is just like or share the show, and looks like Angel Depew has, and Jerry Keller has, and Bradley Purdy has, and Jason Hash has, and Renee McNeil has so far. So all you got to do is like and share the show, and again, we'll pull the winner, or actually Becky will, the birthday girl, pulls the winner coming up here again by the end of the show. Quick break. We'll be right back. We're going to bring my man in here, William Yarber, see what he's got to allow. We've got to talk about this product. We were talking to Coach Harden and Elizabeth, and this product is made, of course, it's marketed here, and it's marketed all over the country, but it's made in Elizabethton. It's the product line known as the Naked Bee. It says all the good stuff and none of the bad stuff. The Naked Bee, produced and made in Elizabethton, Tennessee. We'll take a look at that. We'll let William tell us all about that. And also this product called Amish Origins. We'll have that for you coming up next year as we're live again at Max Medicine Mart on show number 691 of the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
At FCA, we're touching millions one heart at a time. Since 1954, the Fellowship of Christian Athletes has been putting the heart and soul in sports by challenging athletes and coaches to impact the world for Jesus Christ. As the largest sports ministry in the world, FCA now reaches over 2 million people annually on the professional, college, high school, junior high, and youth levels. Through this shared passion for athletics and faith, lives are changed, one heart at a time. Learn more at fca.org.
Champion Chevrolet on the Motor Mile in Johnson City is starting off 2018 with monster savings on over 350 new Chevrolets to choose from. Take advantage of these awesome savings for a limited time only. Silverado Crew and Double Cabs, $10,000 off MSRP. 17 Spark, $11,995. 18 Equinox, $19,995. 17 Traverse, $28,995. 17 Corvette, 20% off MSRP. Shop us online 24/7, and don't forget our Saturday parts and service hours. Champion Chevrolet on the Motor Mile in Johnson City, where we leave you asking, how do they do that?
The savings continue the month of February at Max Medicine Mart in Kingsport. All natural factors 20% off. Folic acid, CoQ10, apple cider vinegar capsules, B12. They're all on sale. Anything natural factors, all 20% off the month of February at Max Medicine Mart. No coupons, no limits. It's a flat 20% off anytime you buy natural factors in February at Max Medicine Mart. Max Medicine Mart, Center Street, Kingsport. Natural factors 20% off in February. Make tracks to Max Medicine Mart.
From the driveways where your kids play basketball and ride their bicycles, to the parking lots at your local church or grocery store, Bracken Paving is an important part of many neighborhoods in our area. No matter how large or how small the job, Bracken strives for excellence in every service they provide. It's a foundation for a strong community. Discover the difference at Bracken Paving and Asphalt Maintenance. Give us a call or visit us online at brackenpaving.com.
Your life is always changing. You never know what shape it will take, or how your financial needs might change. But if we talk about your investments and how they can provide for you and your family, the future becomes clear. At Wells Fargo Advisors, we believe conversation leads to financial clarity. Let's start a conversation today.
I'm with the Tom Taylor Sports Show. I'm not William Yarber. I'll get to him in just a second. Hello to Bradley Purdy. I shared your show with Facebook. Thank you. And with a story from about 10 or 12 years ago, you came to Higher Ground Youth Group, talk about a plane crash you were in. I was in the East Tennessee State Buccaneer plane crash back in 1984. And we crashed down in Jasper, Alabama, flying from Birmingham to play Ole Miss. And we did crash the basketball team. We lost no one, thanks to the good Lord's grace and mercy. So, yep, we did. We were in a plane crash, and I did go speak to the Higher Ground Youth Group. That was a long time ago. It was more than, it may have been 10 or 12 years ago. You're exactly right. So the crash was back in 84. So anyway, thanks, Bradley, out in Cleveland, Texas. Appreciate you. Kelly Essler watching again, the swim coach. She is a phenomenal lady. We're going to have to get her back on this week because they're getting ready to go to the Nationals down, I believe, in Columbus, Georgia. We'll get her on coming up here this one day this week. May get her to come by Freddy's and feed her. Freddy's will be at Freddy's North Johnson City on Friday. So let's get him in here because we got some stuff to give away here. And so if you're watching the show, we want you to like and share the show and see if I can get this up here and get his. There we go. Probably be better had him cut off. So here we go. This is, hello, William Yarber. How you doing?
Hey, doing great. How are you?
Just fine, sir. So here we go. This is the first one. It's called Get Some Z's. That is number one. There's 36 tea bags there. This is for just rest and relaxation, right?
Yeah.
And so this is the first one.
That is
all right.
awesome.
You can also win. You have the option of 3. This one's called
Get Heart.
Get Heart.
Yeah.
Heart Month, and so that's good for cardio health. 36 tea bags. These are $10 a piece. Or you can win the third one called Get Passionate, and this is for the libido. Kind of whatever. I don't know how to say that. I'm just going to stay away from that one. I'll embarrass myself. So anyway, you get a choice of one of those 3, and then also tell us about this product. This is pretty cool. We talked about this last week. This is the Republic of Tea, and it's called the Dancing Leaves mug. Tell me about this product.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Like you have 2 uses with that one. You could kind of brew tea and just throw your tea bag in there, pour hot water. But it also comes with a little mesh strainer, so you can, if you like loose tea, you just drop the tea in there, submerge it in hot water, and the little lid is like a little steep lid, so it kind of just steeps all there in the cup. It's pretty useful. I mean,
you can see right on top, without taking it out of the box, it's that little screen he's making reference to. And so this is a $20 value, so it's a total of $30. We'll give it away at the end of the show. All you got to do is like, share, or comment to win. And we always have folks that do that. And so that's what we're going to do. That's going to be your chance to win coming up here by the end of the show. All right, so let's start. Oh, gosh, we've got lots to cover here. CBD oil. Let's start with that product. What's this all about?
Sounds good. So CBD is gaining popularity. The medical field, and a lot of health food stores are carrying them too. But what it is, it's from cannabis. It's cannabis oil. It's all grown from the male plants. So there's no psychoactive compounds, but you do get all the benefits from hemp. We have patients who are using it for pain, associated with fibromyalgia, arthritis. So we're having some great results with that. A lot of good feedback. But there's also it can be used for stress, post-traumatic stress disorder. Anxiety attacks. We found the liquids are a little more effective with that, but it's a really great product, and we're having some really great feedback. This is probably one of the more popular out of the bunch. It's the 15 milligram CBD capsules. So that's kind of what a lot of our patients are using for pain, is the capsules. So that's a great one, and this is also same brand, same everything, just a smaller milligram. It's a 10 milligram. Everybody's a little different, so it kind of helps to have some options of different milligrams to see what suits you right. We also have it in soft gels, trial size packs. The first one you showed there, that was like a blister pack. So we have that in for customers that just kind of want to try it out, without getting a giant bottle that, like I said, everybody's different. So it's good to get a little sample of it and try it first.
I want to say hello to Kay Atkins and also Angela Pugh and also our buddy Chris Payne watching. Thank you. You guys like and share the show. You'll get a chance to win this. And you say, well, I'm living out of town or I'm not here locally. That's okay. We'll send it to you. So up next is a product made in Elizabethton, Tennessee. I love it. It's called Naked Bee. And you guys sell a lot of this. And, of course, this is a shampoo. Let's see. I can show you real close here in the back of it if I can get that close. This is
Yeah, that one's a new one to us. We've carried a lot of the Naked Bee products in the past, but
there it is, Elizabethton, Tennessee. NakedBee.com. I'm sorry, go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off.
It's all good. No, that's their shampoo. That's new to us. We haven't carried their shampoo before, so it's really good stuff. All their products are really good quality, so we thought we'd expand the product line carry a few more things. So we're so impressed with their products.
Made in USA in Elizabethton, Tennessee. Naked Bee. This is gentle cleansing shampoo, orange blossom honey. This retails for less than $12 for this tube, and so it's a very, very good product. All right, give me.
Go with it. The conditioner.
Here is the orange blossom honey conditioner, Naked Bee. Again, coming up, we're going to take a look at basketball. Got a big basketball segment coming up. College basketball, the NBA. LeBron did it again. Also, a big night tonight in high school basketball. Tell you all about that coming up here in a few minutes. And we got a couple of more.
This is going to be soon. This is their sunscreen, so you know.
Yeah, mineral crystal, naked zinc with my big finger in the way.
That's a great natural alternative to some of the other sunscreens. So if you're looking for a natural, like zinc-based, they do a really great job with theirs. We've carried that for a long time. And then there's a SPF facial moisturizer, so you're still getting some of the sunblock in there as well. Another great product from them. We've had that one for a while as well.
Retails for under $12, so there you go. Yeah. And then one more, we have a little.
Oh yeah, their oatmeal and honey soap.
Oatmeal honey soap. This is for a whopping $3. Oatmeal honey soap right there. All Naked Bee, all made in Elizabethton, Tennessee. Angel Depew says Naked Bee stuff is awesome. Thank you, Angel, for saying that. So there's a testimony of one of our viewers, and that's a good thing.
Definitely good
all right.
stuff.
Then Amish Origins. Let's take a look at this right here, too.
This penetrating pain relief in the smaller size. We also have a large size, too. We've had a lot of good feedback on that product. It's still fairly new to us in the store. But anybody that's bought it, we've had them come back and get the larger size or quite a few more. But yeah, it's good. We're getting lots of good feedback on that product.
I feel like Vanna White over here doing this, but that's okay. Yeah. Here's what you could win. I always like how they do their fingers on the Price is Right in those game shows. So anyways, Amish Origins, and so these products available here at Max Medicine Mart. It's more than just a pharmacy. Then we've got a couple more things.
This is going to be our brand on sale next month. It is the Now brand. They're doing a really cool thing right now. I guess you noticed the gold lid on that. Usually they're purple lids. The gold lid indicates a contest that Now is doing with a lot of their products. So 5 bottles in the United States contains a golden ticket to win $10,000. So it's kind of a cool little neat thing. There's only 5 of them out there.
Right.
So we've got a lot of their products there now with the gold lids, and it's also going to be on sale next month too. So stock up on Now products. You can get a chance to win $10,000.
$10,000.
Yeah.
I could use that. That'd be good.
Yeah, that'd be nice, wouldn't it?
I'd take you out to lunch if I won $10,000.
I'd hope so.
Yeah, you'd like to think so, right?
Yeah. So, Natural Factors is still on sale. That's store special this month at the end of the month. That is their Whole Earth and Sea multivitamin. What it is based is it's a food-based multivitamin. So, all your food-based products are going to be a little easier absorbed than, say, your synthetic bases. So they've done a really great job. All their stuff is non-GMO sourced. So everything that's going into the tablets is really good stuff that's been, grown without GMOs. And that one's also the men's multivitamin. And they're really great. They're 2 a day, so you absorb a little better when you're taking 2 smaller doses throughout the day instead of just trying to get on one big dose. Your body absorbs a lot more that way. So I have a lot of patients tell me they can feel a really big difference. I actually take the men's one myself. It's pretty good stuff.
Here is Blue Ridge Mountain General Store honey, U.S. grade A, 100% pure honey from Sevierville, Tennessee. Yeah. How about that right there?
Yeah, that's fairly new to the store. We've had a lot of great feedback with it. We carry a lot of honey in the store, so anytime we can get a different variety in, we try our best to. Especially if they're local, we try to carry as much local things as possible.
Here's your price point, under less than $6 for this, and again, it's made 100% honey down in Sevierville, Tennessee, and then
there's the mountain honey.
There's the Blue Ridge Mountain Honey Farm. This is the mountain honey, raw and unpasteurized. This is the high octane stuff, I guess. There you go.
It's the good stuff.
Jar of Blue Ridge Mountain Honey Farms again here at Mike's Medicine Mart. Make tracks to Mike's, and then last but not least, we have.
Yeah. So flu season is still upon us.
Yep.
It's a wonderful product from Gaia Herbs. I'm sure everybody knows what elderberry is at this point. So that's a concentrated blend of elderberry and echinacea. So it's great to help as a preventative. You can take it, just to boost the immune system, but you can also take it on the onset to really help knock it out of you. It reduces duration and severity if you're already sick. So wonderful product that Gaia Herbs makes, and they're out of North Carolina. They're kind of local, so we're do really well with their products, and they're really awesome company. They actually have a herbal ID on the back of all their boxes. You can go back and trace all their ingredients, when it was harvested, where it was harvested from. just kind of a cool little thing that most companies don't do.
Absolutely. Coming up, we'll check in with Michael Smith, the head basketball coach of Unicoi County, talking about his Blue Devil girls and guys in the district championship this week in AAA tournament. The AA tournament, Elizabeth. And last but not least, here's the testimonial. Here's the old echinacea. Again, this is the echinacea zinc. These are the very cherries. Came by, I got this on Saturday, and I stopped by here at the store. And so went to the basketball tournament. Ran into a lady over there. I'll give her a free plug because she's a photographer, Dawn Lambert. Nice lady. And so she said she was losing her voice. I just happened to have, because I've been doing the PA, and I just happened to have the bag in my old pocket, the old suit pocket. I ripped it open and gave her 4 or 5 of those things, and came up after and thanked me. She said, "Man, these things work."
Yeah.
They work all the time, and the bins are practically empty over there.
Yeah, we've had this weekend was pretty much everybody's looking for cold remedies, lozenges, anything cold related flew off the shelf this weekend. So we're restocking and getting it all back out there.
Yep. So it's a big seller.
It is, yeah. All the Zan products, they do a few different flavors, but the function is still the same on all of them. They all have the zinc background and the echinacea in there to really help boost the immune system.
Tell me again one more time. You can go ahead and read the cheat sheet, the old giveaway.
Oh yeah.
As you read it, I'll do the show and tell again.
All right. So we have your choice of teas, and right there is the Dancing Leaves mug. So again, multifunction, can be used with tea bags or loose tea. Great product. And then also, we have our tea selection. We're known for our teas. So there's 3 you choose from. There's the Get Heart for cardio health. We also have the Get Passionate for libido.
Woo woo.
Yeah. Sold a few of those on Valentine's Day.
Little sound effects. The woo woo. There.
Yeah.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
There you go.
And then
I can understand that.
Yeah. Get some Z's. So that one's really cool. You can use it during the day to relax, but you can also use it as a sleep aid at night. It's kind of a multi-function. It's really good flavor too. A lot of the relaxation teas have a little bit of a medicine-y taste. But, that one's really good. I've tried it before.
This says marvelous mint and citrus flirts with whispers of lush passion flower. So that's this one. It's called Get Some Z's. Now this one, the description is layers of lush, ripe berry flavors rise up to meet your taste buds in this lively herbal blend. That's the one called Get Heart. I don't know I'm almost scared to read this one. So bright lemon, verbena, passion fruit, and passion flower flavors that shamelessly, with the rich earthiness of organic, what's that word right there?
Robusto's tea.
Yeah, Robusto's tea. In this seductive herbal blend, it's called Get Passionate. So, so that one moved for Valentine's Day, huh?
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, the Robusto's tea is a red tea, so it's kind of like a low caffeine level, has a little bit. But, red tea is pretty popular.
There you go. All that, again, we're giving this away, and that's our buddy William Yarber. So, good stuff. What are the hours at Mike's Medicine Mart?
Oh, yeah, so Monday through Friday, we're open 8 to 7. Saturday, we're open 8 to 6. And Sunday, we're even open 1 to 5. So, 7 days a week.
For all your needs, make tracks to Mike's. Center Street in Kingsport. Facebook page is Mike's Medicine Mart.
Yeah.
And
I have Instagram, too, Mike's Medicine Mart. So, of course, check our Facebook page. We're always giving stuff away, having contests, cool information, new products. Start the table talk thing. Mm-hmm. That's something cool me and Barry's been doing. Just, we're answering questions that we've had repetitively, so we thought it'd be a good idea just to touch on a few subjects. And we're still doing more, so, any suggestions, that people would like to see, put us on our Facebook page. We'll respond and see what we're going to get together.
You got it.
Yeah.
Great job, my friend. Gonna come back a little while and do it again?
Sure.
All right. So we'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. We'll be coming back. We'll go to the phone and talk to Michael Smith, Athletic Director and boys basketball coach at Unicoi County, next on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
Phil's Dream Pit, the quest for perfect barbecue. Do you like pulled pork? At Phil's, the pulled pork is cooked low and slow. We cook it all night, but we serve it fast. Our pulled pork is hickory smoked, tender and juicy. We serve the pork either as a sandwich on a bun or platter style with garlic toast. And don't forget to try our pork wings. They taste like a cross between ham and our sweet ribs. It comes as a meal, as an add-on, or part of our meat sampler platters. Pulled pork and pork wings. Just 2 great reasons to stop by Phil's Dream Pit. Eastern Star exit off I-26, 349-6437. Phil's Dream Pit, the quest for perfect barbecue.
American Import and Auto Repair in Johnson City takes care of both male and female customers, but owner Kim Smith says they have a special care and concern for ladies.
Being a female in what's considered a man's business, I understand the trepidation that women may have when they come to the shop. They feel like they don't know about cars, they might be intimidated, but that's not the way we do business. Everybody's treated the same. We take the time to explain anything that they have questions about, the repair, the process, the part. We want to make sure people are comfortable with what we're going to do to their vehicle and that they understand. We do cater to women in a sense. We have a real nice waiting room with nice Keurig coffee and flavored creamers, air-conditioned, cushioned seats, TV, everything a girl could want while she waits for her car to be fixed.
American Import Auto Repair in Johnson City, open 6 days a week. Call today at 913-3111.
It's Friday night at 7 o'clock. You've been involved in a car accident. You may be out of state on vacation or just a few miles from home. What do you do? Who do you call? At Farmers Insurance Group, one call is all you have to make. Hello, this is Jim Klein, an agent with Farmers Insurance. It's called One and Done. You don't have to wait till Monday morning to file a claim. You can make the initial call and we'll begin right away to help you. We assist you in moving the vehicle to a certified repair shop, getting you set up with rental car, and informing your agent. Then here at the staff at Jim Klein Farmers Insurance, we follow the claim through to the end. It's that easy. One and Done. We're your one and done location for all your insurance needs. Auto, home, life, commercial, workers' comp, and bonds. We can help you with all your insurance needs. Give me a call today, Jim Klein Farmers Insurance at 247-5400. Your one and done location in Kingsport, 247-5400.
Any day is a good day to get a tray from Chick-fil-A. Over 10 to choose from. Perfect for having the gang over to watch the big game, birthday parties, church get-togethers, backyard gatherings, everything from fruit trays to garden salad trays to nuggets and chicken strip trays. And for the sweet tooth, try the cinnamon cluster or chocolate chunk cookie tray. So you see, any day is a good day to get a tray from Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A at the Crossings in North Johnson City.
We're back with the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Let's go to the phone. He's there. You can see on the screen the athletic director and head boys basketball coach at Unicoi County High School, Coach Smith. Coach, thanks. I know you're busy. Appreciate your time. And let's jump in and talk about your weekend. You had a great weekend. It continues. And let's talk about semifinal Saturday. The boys and the girls both won for Unicoi County. Tell me about it.
Yeah, the girls really played well. They beat South that they hadn't beaten all year long. Had a great game plan to help shut down the guard for South, and held her to 2 points. And Kay Hendrickson played really well, was a floor leader, and got the ball to the right people, and was able to score when she needed to get our girls to victory.
Yep, and so that's
for the guys. Sorry,
yep.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. That's good. So for the guys, they had a big win in overtime over Elizabeth. And tell me about that one.
Yeah, I think we had a little jitters early. And Elizabeth had already played a game in the district. So, we got down early, 17, 18 at one point, I think, and, just kept chipping away. And I kept telling them just to remain calm and, just chip away at it and get it back down to where it's manageable to work with. We got it back to 9 by halftime, and then, they extended it back to 11 by the end of third, and they just didn't quit and done what we needed to and got some big steals at the end and made some big shots that we needed.
Talking to Coach Smith again, Unicoi County. Of course, Trevor Hensley probably is the player of the year in the conference, I would think. He certainly would earn that if he gets that award. But the other night, the big old boy, big 32, put your team on his shoulders and carried you. Tell me about this young man. He had a heck of a ball game.
Yeah, Troy's been great all year long. He's averaging a double, averages 14.5 points a game and 10.5 rebounds a game. And the other night he had 25 and 17, as a matter of fact. So, he did everything we needed. I mean, he got every defensive rebound when we needed them. He got some offensive rebounds when we needed those, and putbacks, and hit some big threes, at some crucial times. And, our first lead of the game actually was a three by him in overtime.
We're talking to Coach Smith. So tonight, the Lady Blue Devils take on Sullivan Central in the championship of the district tournament in Elizabethton for the 1AA championship. What's the scouting report? What do they do against each other in the regular season?
They split during the regular season, each one on the home floor. Both teams won by double digits on their home floor, so should be a good game tonight. The big girl for Central used to give our big girl, Haley Patrick, some trouble, and so we'll see what we can do. I know Coach King and the coaches have really, working hard yesterday, getting prepared for what Central's going to do and trying to get ready for the game today. And I expect a good game, and hopefully we can get a win.
The consolation game will be at 6 o'clock, Sullivan South and Sullivan East, and then the ladies play at 7:30, Unicoi County and Sullivan Central. Both games are ladies. Third place at 6 and championship at 7:30. And, Coach, tomorrow night you put the boys back out on the floor in the championship against Johnson County. What'd you do against them in the regular season?
Yeah, same thing. We split with them. We actually beat each other on each other's floor. We won at Johnson County and that's here. We won by 6, they won by 5. So, close games all around. They've got one of the best players in the league, too, with Blake Atwood and Bud Eisenhower, and then we got our two with Trevor Hensley and Troy Podden, two of the best. So it'll be a good game. I expect, punch, counter punch, counter punch all night long. They know about everything we do, about everything they do. So it comes down to who can execute the best and, get the job done for their team.
The consolation tomorrow night will be Elizabethton and Happy Valley. And, of course, all 4 teams move on to the regional. And give us the scenario about the regional now that's coming up next.
All right, the teams that are playing for championships, girls and boys, get to host the first round. Girls host on Friday night. The boys host on Saturday night. And the teams playing in consolation have to travel to District 2's first and second place team. For us, our girls will play either Granger or Greenville here, and for the boys, we will play either Chucky Doak or Greenville here.
Excellent. And, of course, all 4 winners ultimately will wind up down in Chucky Doak on both girls and guys to settle the regional championship there. Is that correct?
That's correct. Starting Monday, the 26th will be girls semifinals, and the boys semifinals are on the 27th. Girls finals on the 28th, and boys finals on the 1st.
Yeah, that'll be a week from today. We're talking to Coach Smith again, Unicoi County's athletic director, so he wears several hats. Not only is the boys basketball coach, he's in the heart of the district tournament playing for the championship tomorrow night, but he's also the overseer of the athletic program, and so spring sports gearing up like all the other schools. Unicoi County is no different, so kind of give us a preview of spring sports going on for Unicoi County this year.
Yeah, the baseball team, I think, will be picked toward the top of the league, along with the softball team. They both have had great success over the years and won state championships, and everything. So they'll be picked toward the top, and they're getting ready for that. Track and field is in a new league this year. We're now with the new alignment. We're in the large school division in track and field and in tennis. So this year we'll have to compete with Science Hill and Dobson at Tennessee High and those schools. Some of our other teams that were in our league last year, like South and East and Elizabeth, and they also will have to compete with the bigger schools this year. So we'll make it a little tougher for those programs. But we've had kids going to the state before in those sports too. So it's an individual sport to where they'll have a chance because it is kind of an individual sport. It may be hard to go as a team, but we'll have a good chance going in a couple of events in track and field, and then tennis the same way. And then our boys soccer team last year made it in our third year. I can't remember which one it is now. I think it's our 3rd year. Made it all the way to the sectional last year and got beat by CAK, which played in the state championship game against Greenville, and they lost to Greenville. But our boys actually played both those teams in the region and the sectional last year, and they're looking at trying to make another go at it this year. CAK is not in our league anymore; they're in the private division, so that will help out a little bit on that to maybe give a soccer team a chance to make it to state.
Haven't really had a chance to talk to you about this, the reclassification. Of course, the football team obviously had a great turnaround this year at Unicoi County. So do you like the new reclassification, the way the TSSAA drew it up last year?
Most of it. I don't like the small school, large school for track, tennis, cross country, and golf. Because what they do is they lump every school in that has one of those sports. As long as you had one of those sports, then your school got lumped in, and then they divided it evenly. But for a lot of those smaller schools, they don't have all that. They may have just golf, or they may have just cross country, And so that's hurting our tennis team because some of the smaller schools doesn't have all those sports. Like an example I'll give you, Hampton has a golf team, but that's it. So they were lumped in, and they're a small school competitor, but we're a large school competitor in this thing, but we have all those sports, so it hurt us in the other sports. So I would rather have seen them taking each sport individually if they just want to divide it into two things, and take, these schools have golf, we'll divide them each. These schools have track, we'll divide them each. And I think that would have been better. I think they've heard some complaints because of that. But all in all, I like the reclassification. I just didn't think that gave some of the smaller schools a fair shake. Like us getting in the large school by 5 schools. We're in the large division by 5 schools, and there's more than 5 schools that doesn't have all the sports. So we could have probably been in the small schools if it wasn't for that.
So you're getting penalized in a roundabout way because you got more sports than the other schools. So they're putting. Yeah. So, it's interesting. We talk to different ADs when I do the show, and some are for it and some are against it. So, I don't know if there's a perfect solution, but I guess they're doing the best they can. Although sometimes I kind of scratch my head at their decisions, as you did with the TSSAA. But it is what it is. You got to go with the flow. Coach, I know you're busy, my friend. Thank you for your time. Good luck to the Lady Blue Devils tonight and for your boys team tomorrow night. And, hey, we may talk to you next week as well, because I want to keep it rolling with you. You got a heck of a basketball team and a heck of a coach doing it. So I appreciate your time, and I'll talk to you next week, all right?
I appreciate it, Tom. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Good man right there. That guy knows what he's doing. He's a good coach, and obviously the proof's in the pudding is, again, Michael Smith, the head basketball coach and athletic director for the Unicoi County Blue Devil boys team. Again, the girls play tonight, and we're going to jump in and give you our segment coming up here in just a second, our basketball segment here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Hello to Tammy Johnson. Thank you for watching. There again is another contestant, if you will. Anytime you like and share the show, all you got to do is like it and share it, and we'd appreciate that. You put yourself in the running to win these 3 gifts. We're going to give it away coming up here. What time is it? Within the hour now. Oh, yeah, it's after 12 o'clock. So what we're giving away, again, you can choose from this 36 tea bags called Get Passionate. Also, you have 36 tea bags of Get Heart, which is good heart healthy tea bags. 36 tea bags for the Heart Healthy Month. And also, if you just want some tea bags to help you relax and get some sleep, it's called Get Some Z's. You get a choice of any 3 of those. They're all $10 a piece. And also this $20, as we said, we call it this $20 dancing leaves mug for bag or loose tea leaves. This is a $20 value. We're going to give this away, and so you get a chance to win $30 worth of free goodies. All you got to do is like, share, or comment on the show, put you in the running, and Becky will pull the winner coming up here before we get off the show. So looks like Tammy Johnson's put her name in the hat. So is Renee McNeil, Angela Pugh, Kelly Essler, Bradley Purdy, some of the folks. Again, if you live out of the area and you win, you know the rule, we'll send it to you. So there you go. Let's take a look at basketball. Put the old glasses on because the print gets smaller. We're here live at Max Medicine Mart. Yeah, make tracks to Max. You do on Center Street in Kingsport. Top 25 college basketball from yesterday. 2 upsets. Again, Ohio State 8th-ranked Buckeyes were 22-7, are 22-7 rather. Rolled into Michigan and got beat. A very physical basketball game. Wolverines 22nd in the country, 22-7. They beat Ohio State by 12, 74-62. They don't like each other any better in basketball than they do in football. So pretty intense rivalry between the two. And so Ohio State loses in Ann Arbor yesterday, 74-62. Also, 19th-ranked Wichita goes into Cincinnati, knocks off the 5th-ranked Bearcats. Bearcats now 23-4. Wichita State improves to 21-5. Wichita State beats them 76-72. Also yesterday, the Duke Blue Devils, 12th in the country, I guess is an upset. I think Clemson's I think their perch is a little too far up the line for me. They're 11th in the country, so I guess it would be an upset. 12th-ranked Duke knocks off 11th-ranked Clemson yesterday in Clemson, 66-57. Blue Devils now 22-5. Clemson falls to 20-6 on the season. A lot of folks say that Clemson, that's a lofty perch to be 11th in the country. I'm sure they'll tumble when the polls come out tomorrow since they got beat. Also, you have a squeaker of a win. Purdue, 6th-ranked Boilermakers defeat Penn State at Purdue yesterday, 76-73. And so the Boilermakers now 24-5 on the season, and they win by 3 against Penn State, who falls to 19-10. One top 25 game tonight in the Big 12, a crazy, wacky Big 12 conference. Wow, 23rd ranked Oklahoma at 16-10 will play at number 13 Kansas tonight on ESPN at 9 o'clock. Jayhawks at 21-6. Oklahoma at 16-10. Oklahoma 23rd ranked. Kansas guys are 13th ranked. They'll play tonight in Kansas. Tomorrow got some games. 2nd ranked Michigan State hosting Illinois. 8th ranked Ohio State home to Rutgers. 16th ranked Rhode Island tomorrow at LaSalle. You have the 20th ranked Mountaineers of West Virginia at Baylor tomorrow night. And also in the SEC, 21st ranked Texas A&M hosting Mississippi State tomorrow night as well. So we'll talk more about that as we get closer. But one top 25 tonight, Oklahoma plays at Kansas. Also in the NBA last night, LeBron James picked the winner in the NBA All-Star game. LJ, if you will, scored 29 points and hit the go-ahead layup with 34 seconds to play, winning his 3rd All-Star game MVP, while his hand-picked team rallied to win an uncommonly entertaining showcase, beating Team Stephen 148-145 Sunday night. For the first time in the 67 editions of the All-Star Game, the league went away from the traditional East-West format used since 1951 and allowed team captains James and Steph Curry to choose their own rosters. LeBron's team even won an All-Star Game with defense. On the final possession, James and Kevin Durant blanketed Curry, preventing the three-point shooting superstar from getting off a potential tying shot. Of course, regular season, Durant and Curry are teammates. I don't know if there's anything said or will be said in practice today or not. But anyway, they smother him, and LeBron wins the MVP, and they win it. Obviously not much defense, 148-145 the final there yesterday at the All-Star Game at the Staples Center. Everybody's all over Fergie, a young lady who used to sing with the Black Eyed Peas, singing the national anthem, and how sultry she sounded, and how, I don't know, said if you have ever seen the video of the late Marilyn Monroe singing to the late President Kennedy and how she kind of breathed everything out real sexy. I'm not doing a very good job of what she did, but hello, Renee McNeil. Hope you're feeling better, young lady. We were worried about you yesterday. You're a little puny at the church house. I'm glad you're feeling better, obviously. It looks like you are. At least you're watching the show. But anyway, Fergie sang yesterday and had that real breathy national anthem, and it showed pictures of the players during the national anthem kind of giggling amongst each other. What pulled my string was they did a line shot down the lineup. Not one guy, not one, had his hand over his heart in the national anthem. On contrast, I flip on the Daytona 500, and they had one of the military bands playing the national anthem, and they did, roving camera shots throughout the pits. Every person I saw that they flashed a camera on, all the drivers, most of the wives, most of the kids, had their hands over the heart with the national anthem. So, whether Fergie did a good job or not, at least the cotton-picking participants in NASCAR, we don't kneel in NASCAR. And they didn't kneel yesterday, but they didn't have their hands on the heart either, which is kind of protocol when you are at a ball game or at an event where they're playing the national anthem. So anyway, everybody's all worked up about how she sang it. I'm worked up with the fact that the players didn't have their hands over their heart. Inexcusable, no excuse. So that's why I don't watch the NBA. That's why I don't watch the NFL. I don't watch anything. If baseball starts doing it or NASCAR starts doing it, I may not have a show, because I won't promote anybody that can't put their hand over the heart and salute the American flag that folks obviously served his country for, and many ultimately died for him and gave the ultimate sacrifice. So anyway, that's all I'm going to say about that. More college basketball when Ole Miss and Andy Kennedy announced they were parting ways at the end of the season. The initial plan was for Kennedy to finish out the year with Ole Miss. After losing by 17 at Mississippi State on Saturday night, their big rival, Kennedy decided to step down immediately. Kennedy was Ole Miss as coach of 12 seasons with 245 victories. He is the winningest coach in program history. Led the Rebels to the NCAA tournament twice, advancing both times. Ole Miss 11-16 with a 4-10 mark in the conference. Losers of 7 straight, 9 out of its last 10. Assistant coach Tony Madlock will be the acting head coach for the final 4 games of the regular season and the SEC tournament. Hello, Jennifer Johnson. How are you doing, young lady? Okay, she's watching, so I can brag on her. First off, she's a sweetheart of a lady, but even better than that, I don't know if it's better than that. See, that's not like Hank Kimball off the Green Acres. I say something, I stop and question what I said. Anyway, she's a sweetheart of a lady, and she cooked the baked spaghetti in the hospitality room on Saturday evening at the boys' tournament and girls' tournament in Elizabethton. Mamma mia, you talking about good. In fact, I asked her, I said, can you make me some? That'd be good. Go home and nuke that bad boy and put that on a plate and chase it with some Diet Dew or some water. And she just grinned, but I was dead serious. If you want some baked spaghetti, homemade baked spaghetti, you need to call Jennifer Johnson, get a hold of her, because she can flat rustle up a grub and a grub out, and you can rustle up a plate of homemade baked spaghetti. Whew, Lord have mercy, that was good. Again, at the AA tournament on Saturday night in Elizabeth. And so I told you I would sing her praises, and I did. She's a heck of a cook. At least, I don't know if she cooks anything else. I'm sure she can, because the spaghetti was out of this world. All the guys in there, and some of the ladies came in. It's predominantly guys, referees and coaches and what have you, were very complimentary of her food and the hospitality room as a whole at Elizabeth. And they'll be there again tonight and tomorrow night for the consolation and championship of the girls tonight, and the boys likewise tomorrow. So having said that, and also hello to Angel Depew. Exactly right, thank you. I'm not promoting anybody. I don't have to, and I'm not going to. If you can't stand for our flag, and at least put your... Let me ask you this. What other country in the world can these guys go out and make the kind of money they make? And nowhere. Nowhere in the world can they make the kind of money they make, these professional athletes, you can here in the United States of America. The least you can do, being given the opportunity, afforded the opportunity to do that what you do and get paid big bucks for it, is to salute the flag for the country that gives you the right to do it. Seems pretty simple to me. It ain't rocket science. So it's the greatest country in the world. I don't care what anybody says. And, you know, we let folks come in here. If you have the talent and you have the willingness to work hard or whatever you want to be, you can be a success if you bust your tail and get after it. And so why would you not pay tribute to the flag of the country that allows you to do that? It just defies logic to me. But anyway, let's run back from Saturday AAA tournament. Consolation, Boone defeated Crockett 57-55 in that crosstown and cross-county rivalry between Gray and Jonesboro. Boone wins it by 2. Dobbins Minute wins the championship over Scienceville by 11, 67-56. The AA tournament, District 2 AAA tournament, Sevier County over South Doyle in the consolation, 41-39. Morristown East beat Jeff County 58-52 to win the championship of the District 2 AAA boys tournament. So Morristown East is number 1 seed, Jeff County number 2, Sevier County number 3, South Doyle will be number 4 down there. Up here in the Tri-Cities, Dobbins Minute number 1, Scienceville number 2, Daniel Boone number 3, and Crockett will go in as the 4th seed. And the region, again, as you heard him say, starts on Friday and Saturday this week in the regional play. Also in Southwest Virginia, the championship of the Southwest District Tournament, Graham beat Lebanon, the Pioneers, 57-33. The Mountain 7 District Tournament consolation game, Union beat Abington 66-59. In the championship, Mike McClung and Gate City defeats Wise Central by a 13-point margin, 83-70. Now, coming up today, you have the single A tournament at Daniel Boone High School. Consolation game, the number 1 seed, the Hampton Bulldogs, will take on the number 3 seed, University High, at 7:30 tonight. That is the consolation game. The championship is tomorrow night. And so consolation game, 1 game tonight. Top seed in Hampton against number 3 seed University High at 7:30, single A boys tournament at Daniel Boone High School. Also tonight, the Region 1D as in dog tournament. First round tonight, Grundy at Holston in Southwest Virginia. Girls basketball over the weekend. On Saturday, the consolation game of the AAA tournament, Science Hills Lady Hilltoppers beat Cherokee 49-42. Championship, Daniel Boone over Dobbins Minute 52-41. Boone ranked, 6th in the state? And so Daniel Boone with a big 11-point win to win the championship. In the District 2 AAA tournament, Jeff County's ladies beat Morristown West in an upset 56-52. Morristown East beat Sevier County 58-30. Morristown West Lady Trojans were ranked 4th in the state last week in AAA girls play. So you have out of District 1 AAA, Daniel Boone number 1, Dobbins Minute number 2 seed, Scienceville number 3, Cherokee number 4. In District 2 AAA, number 1 seed will be Jeff County's ladies, number 2 will be Morristown West, number 3 will be Morristown East, and the number 4 seed will be Sevier County. All those teams play later on this week in regional play. Also, in the championship of the Southwest District Tournament, the Virginia High Lady Bearcats beat Lebanon by 10, 50-40. Now, tonight, District 1 AA tournament at Elizabethton, Sullivan South Lady Rebels, they can play. That's a fun team to watch. They'll take on Sullivan East at 6 o'clock. And as we said earlier with Coach Smith, Unicoi County's Lady Blue Devils will take on the Lady Cougars of Sullivan Central, and they can play. That's going to be a good ball game. 7:30 tonight. I'll be played again in Elizabethton. The District 1A girls consolation game at Daniel Boone will be Cloudland against the Lady Bulldogs of Hampton. And also the Region 1D tournament first round tonight, Twin Valleys ladies at Holston in Southwest Virginia. That's high school basketball, and that's what's going on again in hoops. Again, you're welcome, Jennifer. Thank you. Angel DePue says, way to go, Blue Devils. Yep, Coach Smith, great interview. And so they'll be playing again tonight for the ladies and tomorrow night for the gents in the AA tournament at Elizabethton at John Treadway Gymnasium. We're here live again at Max Medicine Mart tomorrow. We'll be on the road tomorrow. We'll be at Movement Mortgage in Boones Creek, right across from Cracker Barrel. Our buddy Jeremy Livesey. Again, they have that 671 where you can get qualified in 6 hours, get things moving in 7 days, and then close out in 1 day. 671 is what they call the program. At Movement Mortgage at jeremylivesey.com. You can check it out. And we'll be there at his place tomorrow. Chick-fil-A on Wednesday, Champion Chevrolet on Thursday. Then on Friday, we'll step away from Food City this Friday. We'll be at Freddy's in North Johnson City. Can't wait. Give me some custard and a grilled cheese sandwich and some onion rings and maybe some of that fish they got on sale. They got some fish in there right now. This codfish, it's excellent at Freddy's in North Johnson City. So, Angel said I should specify Gate City's Blue Devils. That's okay. Blue Devils are Blue Devils. That's Mac McClung and the boys, so they can play. And so I love the passion for folks who love their particular team. And so Angel says, not Unicoi County, but the Gate City Blue Devils, and that's okay. So anyway, that's what's coming up as far as the rest of this week. Next week, going to be a new spot, Luke's Pizza. Going to be there next week. I can't wait. Somehow I keep going all these eating joints. I like it. So anyway, we're going to be there next week. Also going to be right down the road at Jim Klein Farmers Insurance next week. Also, we're going to be at Bristol Motor Speedway. We'll be in the lobby at Bristol Motor Speedway getting ready for racing. We're 55 days away from the Food City 500, so we just keep on keeping on. If you'd like for us to come to your place, just connect with me here. And hello, Tank Morrell. Old Tank, now he's a nice one right there. Had his bib overalls on yesterday. I like a man wearing bibs, and Tank had his bibs on yesterday, and got that beard and them boots going and a bib overalls at the church house. I liked it. He's country's cornbread. I like Tank Morrell. He's a fine, fine feller. Quick break. We'll be right back. We'll talk to Dr. Barry Walton from Max Medicine Mart. He said, I've got a few minutes. It's hopping here as it always is. We'll talk to him coming up next year as we're in show number 691 of the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
At FCA, we're touching millions one heart at a time. Since 1954, the Fellowship of Christian Athletes has been putting the heart and soul in sports by challenging athletes and coaches to impact the world for Jesus Christ. As the largest sports ministry in the world, FCA now reaches over 2 million people annually on the professional, college, high school, junior high, and youth levels. Through this shared passion for athletics and faith, lives are changed, one heart at a time. Learn more at FCA.org.
Champion Chevrolet on the Motor Mile in Johnson City is starting off 2018 with monster savings on over 350 new Chevrolets to choose from. Take advantage of these awesome savings for a limited time only. Silverado Crew and Double Cabs, $10,000 off MSRP. 17 Spark, $11,995. 18 Equinox, $19,995. 17 Traverse, $28,995. 17 Corvette, 20% off MSRP. Shop us online 24/7 and don't forget our Saturday parts and service hours. Champion Chevrolet on the Motor Mile in Johnson City, where we leave you asking, how do they do that?
The savings continue the month of February at Max Medicine Mart in Kingsport. All natural factors 20% off. Folic acid, CoQ10, apple cider vinegar capsules, B12. They're all on sale. Anything natural factors, all 20% off the month of February at Max Medicine Mart. No coupons, no limits. It's a flat 20% off anytime you buy natural factors in February at Max Medicine Mart. Max Medicine Mart, Center Street, Kingsport. Natural factors 20% off in February. Make tracks to Max Medicine Mart.
From the driveways where your kids play basketball and ride their bicycles, to the parking lots at your local church or grocery store, Bracken Paving is an important part of many neighborhoods in our area. No matter how large or how small the job, Bracken strives for excellence in every service they provide. It's a foundation for a strong community. Discover the difference at Bracken Paving and Asphalt Maintenance. Give us a call or visit us online at brackenpaving.com.
Your life is always changing. You never know what shape it will take, or how your financial needs might change. But if we talk about your investments and how they can provide for you and your family, the future becomes clear. At Wells Fargo Advisors, we believe conversation leads to financial clarity. Let's start a conversation today.
Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. No, I'm not Dr. Barry Walton, but we're going to get him on because he needs to be on camera so you can see us. Mary Ellen Malone said, he's that cutie. She told us that last week. I ain't ever forgot that. That's good. So, good afternoon, my good friend. How are you?
Don't worry, Tom. I'll not let you forget about that. I'm doing well. Doing very well. Thank you very much.
All right, we got a giveaway. We've got a few minutes left here, so I'm going to start with the first product, which we're giving away. It's a $20 value. It's the Dancing Leaves mug. There it is, and so that we're giving that away here in just a few minutes. Becky's going to pull the winner. All you got to do is like, share, or comment to win, and so there's that, a $20 value. And then we have the 3 teas. This one's called Get Heart, 36 tea bags, and this is layers of lush, ripe berry flavors rising up to meet your taste buds in this lively herbal blend. You have an option winning that one, or William said we sold a ton of these on Valentine's Day.
Absolutely.
I can understand that. Get Passionate. Bright, I almost was scared to read what was in it, but bright lemon verbena, passion fruit and passion flower flavors flirt shamelessly with the bod in this seductive herbal blend. 36 tea bags. Again, this is also one of your choices. And then if you want one to help you sleep, this one's called Get Some Z's, and this is an option. So you have one of these 3 you can win. Marvelous mint and citrus flirting with whispers of lush passion flower in this soft, soothing herbal blend. So you have a choice of 3 of these that you win, or any of those 3 and the Dancing Leaves mug. It's a $30 value. You got a few more minutes. Angel DePue's watching. She loves the Gate City Blue Devils. Thank you. Tank Morrell over in Elizabethton is watching. Thank you, my friend. Jennifer Johnson, Elizabethton, thank you. Scrolling down through, we mentioned Angel. Jerry Keller's watching, so folks are watching. We appreciate that very, very much. So, having said that, all you got to do to win this is like, share, or comment to win, and you do, and you can. So, there you go. We'll give that away coming up in a few minutes with the birthday girl, Becky Patterson.
Absolutely. She's so many years old today. She is
22 years old. I said, you want me to sing? She said, pass. I said, but I could be a really good singer. She said, pass. I said, okay. I said, okay.
She's an excellent judge of character.
Yes, she's an excellent judge of talent. She knows I can't call hogs. There you go. All right, let's do some products. Let's talk about this CBD oil. What's this product all about?
Absolutely, Tom. And I tell you, this has really been the latest, greatest thing about helping people out, and in a multitude of ways. It helps with pain. It can help with if you're trying to come off certain drugs, it can kind of take the edge off of that. People that are smoking and trying to quit smoking, it helps take the edge off of that. They've done studies that have shown that not only do you smoke fewer cigarettes when you're trying to wean off, but you don't have the nicotine cravings that you have when you're just trying to do it by yourself. So, but CBD oil has also been shown to be effective with folks with fibromyalgia. Just a lot of different studies that have shown how it affects pain. And of course, with the opioid epidemic that we're living through right now, everybody's looking for ways to reduce their pain levels and to do it with something that's non-addictive and something that you can't overdose on and die. So this is certainly one of the ways that you can do that. It also doesn't tear up the stomach like a lot of the non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs do. So it's usually you can get by with just one capsule a day. It's derived from the hemp plant. It's a natural substance. It's not a psychoactive substance. So you hear a lot of things about other chemicals and things that kind of affect your mind. This one really does not do that. Sometimes people will say that the only side effect we've seen with it is a little bit of drowsiness. But that's a small price to pay for pain relief, and it's like fibromyalgia, neuropathy, smoking cessation, all sorts of different things that this can help with. And if you have any questions, we certainly encourage you to talk to either William or any of the pharmacists back here. We're got a great selection of those, and it's really been moving. In fact, we need to get a new shipment in, but we still have some. And in fact, we've sold some this morning. So a great little product. I've got family members that are starting to take that for their pain, and they say they could tell a difference. So it's a good thing to have around, another tool in the arsenal to help folks fight pain, non-addictive, and you do have to be 18 years of age, so that's why we keep it behind the pharmacy counter. But if you're over 18, we can certainly talk to you about how you can use this to help do a lot of different things that you may or may not need some help with. We can certainly talk to you about that.
This product is called CBD oil. It's available right here. If you don't quite know what we're talking about, come on in here because it's called customer service, and they'll certainly take care of it for you. We're talking again to our buddy Dr. Barry Walton from Max Medicine Mart. This product is made in Elizabethton, Tennessee.
Absolutely. The Naked
Bee. I love it.
Yeah, I do too, and a lot of folks do. We have a lot of folks coming in for that. They've got all sorts of great products that are made right over in Elizabethton. So I've got family over there, so we support everything in Upper East Tennessee, of course, but especially got a fond place in my heart for Elizabethton. So that's a good thing. And so we're big supporters of the Naked Bee. We want folks to come in. We've got a good selection of their products here, so come on in, check it out. I think you'll be a fan just like I am.
This is facial moisturizer, SPF 30, again enriched with vitamin C with anti-wrinkle properties. When this is all the good stuff, none of the bad stuff. That's the first one. You also have, this is the Naked Bee Mineral Crystal Naked Zinc Sunscreen, which obviously you can see outside today. The sun's out and spring is right around the corner. Lots of sun coming our way in the months to come, and that's available again from Max Medicine Mart, the Naked Bee. And then for your hair products, this is Orange Blossom Honey, both the shampoo and the conditioner. And all this is made again in Elizabeth and it's shipped all over the world, right, including Max Medicine Mart.
Exactly. But you hear about no lauryl sulfate products. This is one of those things that has no lauryl sulfate in there. And really, when they say all the good stuff and none of the bad stuff, that's really true. They've got some really great natural products in there, and they don't put a lot of unnecessary things that are in there just to make things sell. Sometimes the big boys will put stuff in there, and it's not necessarily the best thing for your body and skin. So the Naked Bee has done it the right way. So we're very proud to be partnering with them.
There you see Elizabeth and Tennessee Naked Bee, and this particular in the conditioner, this has in it beeswax, honey, kale leaf extract, grapeseed oil, and sunflower seed oil. And there's reasons why. For the sake of time, I won't read them, but it tells you on the back of the tube why they have those particular products. And again, the shampoo goes right along with it. That's called the Naked Bee. And then here's the little $3, has beeswax, honey, rolled oats, and this is called the oatmeal and honey triple milled soap. This retails for $3. Got that again here at Max Medicine Mart. And this flies out of here, doesn't it?
It does. I tell you, it's really good products. I noticed you mentioned kale in that conditioner. That might be the only way I can have any kale is to have that in a hair conditioner. So that's neither here nor there. I just have to put that on there.
I'm not going down that trail. Here is Amish Origins, deep penetrating, greaseless pain relief cream, arthritis, sore muscles, restless legs, aching joints. This is a product you got on board here, and this flies out of here too.
It does, and that's one of our newer products, so we wanted to introduce that to the folks. But all the Amish products have gone really well for us since we moved into our new location. So the Amish Origins is a new one, and of course like I said before, everybody's looking for pain relief, and this is just another way that we can help you out in that regard.
Yep, and here's a smaller of the same thing. So if you don't want the bigger, I guess, tub, wouldn't be a tub, but the container, then you can get the smaller container as well. So this is available. Then we talk about Natural Factors. We got 20% off everything Natural Factors in the store at the end of the month, and which will be next Wednesday. It's a flat 20% off. There's no limits. There's no coupons. It's just you come in anytime you come in, it's 20% off. And so let's see, what did I do with my little? You got the card. There it is. There's my card. Folic acid, CoQ10. Apple cider vinegar capsules. That's for weight loss, isn't it? Apple cider?
Most folks use that one for weight loss, yes.
And so Natural Factors, B12, niacin tablets, vitamin C, no coupons, no limits, flat 20% off anytime you buy Natural Factors the month of February here at Max Medicine Mart on Center Street in Kingsport. We always say Max Medicine Mart, but where we're located is right now from Dobbins Minute on Center Street. You can't miss it. Brand new building. It looks brand new. It's what, almost
a couple of years old now.
Almost 2 years old. It looks brand spanking new. It's incredible how well they've taken care of this building. So again, Natural Factors. What typically are some of the big sellers of Natural Factors?
The GABA products for anxiety are huge sellers. The Tranquil Sleep is another huge seller. Folks just looking for a more natural way of sleeping, don't want to go with the addictive things to give you a hangover the next morning. So those are things, and also if you do it naturally, usually you reduce your risk of falling, which is a major thing, especially the older we get. So this is a more natural way of helping you sleep and relax. So those are good. The Easy Iron is also a big seller. Folks are always looking for ways to help get iron in their system if they're anemic. The main drawback to that is a lot of the products are constipating or hard on the stomach, and this is a way to get around that. So Natural Factors has some answers to some problems out there, and we're certainly glad to partner with them as well.
60s and 70s this week across the region, which is fantastic. I hope it stays that way. Everybody keeps saying, we're going to get nailed in March. Well, if we do, we do. But we can only take one day at a time. And so beautiful, beautiful day out there to get out here and come in and shop at Max Medicine Mart. Again, your vaccination destination. If you're getting ready to travel, I know folks are already starting to plan vacation season because it's not that far away and need shots. If you're going to be traveling out of the country, or I know kids will need some shot updates, typically going off to a camp of sorts. So for any reason, all the reasons you need a vaccination, you can do it for them here at Max Medicine Mart.
Absolutely. In fact, over the weekend, we had somebody that lost a fight with a cat, and we had to give them a tetanus shot. So those got bitten, scratched pretty well. So we can give you tetanus shots. We've got the DPT shot also that has the tetanus, diphtheria, and pertussis or whooping cough. Any grandparent that's getting ready to have that first grandchild needs to make sure they're up to date on their tetanus shot and the pertussis or whooping cough. The number one way that whooping cough is passed on to infants is through parents and grandparents, so you want to make sure that you're vaccinated for that. We can help you with that. Typically, the tetanus shots every 10 years. They recommend at least once to get it with the whooping cough in there. Flu shots are still going. We've still got a couple more months to go before the flu shot will be out of date, so we need to make sure that folks realize that that's still a possibility. Of course, we're still getting a lot of, we got, I think, 24 boxes of Tamiflu in today, so it's still out there. We got a lot of folks that have called asking about flu remedies, so we know that it's still out there. Had a couple that came in Sunday afternoon. We were open 1 to 5, and they said that they had gone to urgent care that morning, and urgent care told them they were full up in the front, and they were also full up in the back. So it's definitely still out there, and of course you see people walking in here, Tom. We give free masks to people here if they feel like they need to put on a mask to help protect them from germs. We're certainly able to do that as well. So we like to make sure that folks know that. There's certainly options. Flu shots, pneumonia shots. We've got those two. The new shingle shot, it's called Shingrix, is a 2-shot series. Hepatitis, whether it be A or B. We finished up a guy's hepatitis series this weekend. So we've got all those shots, and we can definitely talk to you about what you need to do to help protect yourself. No need to put yourself in danger for some of these things when there's a vaccine out there that can prevent it.
There's a really good-looking lady come in here to see you just now.
I saw that.
Oh, yeah.
Put a smile on my face.
Oh, I guarantee it. You outpunted your coverage. Let me just go ahead and tell you.
I've been told that way too many times.
You want to come over here and hand off whatever you want to hand off?
Oh, got some baklava.
Baklava.
How about that?
Look here.
Now you can come over here.
Look up at the camera. There.
Smile.
That's it.
Oh, you're good. You're
That's
good.
it.
Thank you very much.
That's
See?
his girl.
Yeah, she goes out there and thinks of me while she's eating. So I
Think what-
appreciate it. Brings me some baklava.
That's a real woman there. Think about her man when she's eating her lunch.
I tell you, that's awesome.
Out hanging out with the girlfriends now. Let me give a quick testimonial. Here we go. This is the Echinacea Zinc. I come in here Saturday. Got one of these. I was getting ready. I did the PA at the ball games in Elizabeth. I thought I could get some of these just in case. So I get over there, and I meet a young lady who's a photographer, does a great job. Her name, give her a free plug. Her name is Joan Lambert. She shoots for Solomon Central. And so she starts talking to me, and I meet her for the first time, and she's almost down to a whisper. I said, I'm losing my voice. And I said, I got just what you need. Reached down in my suit pocket, pulled out some of these, gave her some of them, and before I left, she came up to me and said, man, these things work. So they do, and here they are. And, of course, I was looking over in the bins. William said you guys got hammered this weekend. You're just about out with a new shipment coming in. But these really do work.
They really do. And I tell you, we, of course, you and I with those the zinc and echinacea lozenges, we go back a few years.
Oh, yes.
So we knew they worked, but it's always nice to spread the gospel, as we say, and share that with Miss Lambert out there at Sullivan Central. So that's a good thing.
Oh, yes. And so it works. And, of course, my story goes back in the day, I was down to a whisper. I mean, I came in fact, in the old place, and I said, Barry, I got a game tonight. I'm down to a whisper. He said, come here, I got something for you. And you gave me some of these. I think I got blueberry. These are very cherry, and they work. So, again, I'm giving you a testimonial, and I talk for a living. And so these right here, Echinacea Zinc, these are very cherry. They got an orange, got a blueberry. And, again, these you think are $8 or $10 a bag. Gosh, no, they're less than $3 a bag for 15 lozenges. Are worth every penny. So if you getting ready to get a scratchy throat, or get ready to get hoarse, feel it coming on, or laryngitis, or whatever, I'm not a doctor, but I can tell you these work because they work for me. So, and I get them where? Max Medicine Mart. So there you go. All right. So let's see. We covered the vaccination. Let's talk about this. Something else is good for your immune system.
It is.
This goes back to biblical days too. John the Baptist, and I mean this has been around. Locust and honey. John the Baptist ate. This is Blue Ridge Mountain General Store 100% pure honey. This is made and produced down in Sevierville, Tennessee. And so that is that's the honey there. That comes in the squeeze. And then you also have, or I did have the, he put it back. But anyway, it's nope, it's gone. But we'll do the other one. Yeah, where it is. I just get so excited because berries, I'm over here hanging out with berries. So there it is. And so you guys sell a lot of honey. You have lots of different brands. This is a new one.
We do, yeah. And it goes great guns. The best thing about getting that local honey is it gets your immune system, like you said, kind of supercharged so that you can respond to things. You don't have nearly as many allergies. So the local honey is the way to go. Sometimes you'll go to the store and pick up honey there. It's been processed and not really from around these parts, as we like to say. So that's a way that you can make sure that you get local honey. Like you said, Sevierville is pretty local. We've got the Ellis Farms honey also, which is local. So those are ways that you can get local honey and get the benefits of that. It's not just a food; it's a way of taking care of yourself. And you're right, Tom. There's a lot of mentions of that in the Bible, and that's one of the reasons. We actually have dressings that have honey in it. There's a dressing over there called Meta Honey that helps wounds heal faster. So honey is not just a food; it's a medicinal purpose as well. But the local honey is the way to go.
Dr. Barry Walden. Over his right shoulder is a full line of durable medical equipment, and we don't talk much about that, but I'm looking over there. I mean, there's canes, there are padded toilet seats, there are the handles coming up out of showers and bathtubs, and you have a full line over here. Kind of teases of what some of the things you have over there that we don't talk a whole lot about this part of the store. It's a store within a store.
It really is. I mean, if you think about medical equipment, we're probably going to have an answer for you. We have people calling up all the time wanting hospital beds. We have those. If you have somebody that needs a wheelchair for a special event, we can rent those. If they want a scooter, we can rent those as well. We have the rollators that have like a rolling walker. We have the knee walkers. If you have a foot or ankle injury, sometimes you can just put that knee up on that knee walker and continue walking and rolling with that other one. So that's a good way of doing things too. We can rent those as well. So a lot of the things that we have for sale, we can also rent if you're just going to need on a short-term basis. That way you don't clutter up the attic or the garage or wherever you put those things after you're done with them. But we can help you with anything from crutches all the way up to the power scooters. So, and of course, we've got the lift chairs. I had a gentleman in this weekend that was talking and asking about the different properties of the lift chairs. We can pretty much get a lift chair in any style or fashion that you want, whether it be a cloth or a leather look-alike fabric on there. So there's all sorts of things. Some people like it when they actually have the mechanical motor inside where it can lay flat. For some people, that's an advantage. For other folks, they want to have a slight incline if they have any reflux issues. So we can help you with that. Speaking of reflux, they've got the bed wedges over there as well. They can help you sleep at an incline. So all sorts of different things that we can help you with. And of course, braces of any kind. If you have a joint that's giving you problems, I guarantee you we've got a brace that can help you. So we can either help immobilize it or put a little brace on there to give it a little bit of extra support. Either way you need to go. But we can help you with that. And not only will we get that for you, but we'll make sure that it fits, it's the right size. And of course, the thing that I use over there probably the most often is the support socks. I was told a long time ago in my pharmacy career, if you're going to be standing up, you're going to need to be having some support socks. So I've took that to heart. I've always worn support socks when I'm behind the counter, except on Sundays because we're only here for 4 hours. So I won't necessarily do it then, but every other day, if I'm back there, I will have those support socks on to give my legs some support. Helps decrease the chances of varicose veins, and it just makes your legs feel more energetic. You're not nearly as tired at the end of the day if you have all that support going on with your support socks. And we've got a great selection of socks, stockings, hose that can help with that.
Bradley Purdy says, I love the honey. So hello, Bradley. Bradley likes the honey, and again, that goes all, and John the Baptist, this is biblical.
Yep.
Locust and honey. So honey's been around all the way back in the Old Testament days, and so we sell a ton of it here. Blue Ridge Mountain General Store, U.S. Grade A, 100% pure honey in different, this is a squeeze bottle, and it, of course, have the big jar, and again, it's, coming out of Sevierville, Tennessee, where this particular is made. So first full day of pitchers and catchers and full team workout in Major League Baseball. So spring is here, and Major League season cranks up, and soon spring training has started, exhibition games, and it won't be long before the big boys start playing. On the local scene, most of the teams are practicing, dancing between the raindrops, trying to get practice in, although right down the street here, a guy by the name of Ryan Wagner, who does a phenomenal job coaching this program, he has the benefits of a artificial surface, so he has to practice without, I guess, minus lightning and thunder. He can practice about any time because that field drains quick. So baseball's here, softball's here, boys soccer, track and field, and tennis. I believe I got them all the spring sports. So it's a busy time for our high schools. And did you run track in high school?
Coach Crow finally tracked me down my senior year and shamed me into running. Yes, I was never as fast when people weren't chasing me. So it was I think a lot faster on the football field than on the track. But I did run track our senior year, and we were lucky enough to win the state championship my senior year. So that was a good time.
Look in the camera and say hello to the lovely Nikki Palmer, would you please?
Hello, lovely Nikki Palmer.
Oh, Nikki, I sat beside her in Sunday school. She's a nice one. So let's go down one more time before I know you get back there waiting on you to come back and fill prescriptions. So let's do again. If you like, share, and comment one more time. Here is the Get Heart 36 tea bags. You can win this. Again, that's a $10 value. Or you can get this one, says Get Passionate. This is for the libidos. I said right?
There you go,
I'm
brother.
from West Virginia. We just kiss and hug. I don't know what libido means. And then the Z's. This is for the rest, for rest and relaxation. And then you get to win a choice one of those three. And then on top of that is the Dancing Leaves mug, which is a $20 value. So you basically get a $30 gift here today. Compliments of Mike's Medicine Mart. So, and Nikki, she's one of the ones. Put her name in the hat if you like, and share and comment. Oh. And here's the winner, and
the
it is
honey guy.
winner, Bradley Purdy. How about that? We'll have to get his. Bradley's watching out in Cleveland, Texas. We can send it to him, can't we?
We can send it to him.
We'll send it to him. So Bradley Purdy says, I love the honey. So he was one of the ones. So he is from Kingsport. Said he remember me coming to Higher Ground talking to the youth group about the plane crash I was in. So he's a Kingsport boy living in Texas, and we can give it to somebody here at his family here, or we can send it to him.
You just let us know. We'll take care of it.
Either way, yeah, I'll get in touch with him and find out. So what do you want to leave us with? Social media. Becky does a great job.
She does.
Facebook. Tell us all the ways you can find out about Max Meadows Mart and about what you're doing too. Your little cameo shots on the Facebook, which I like.
Well, thank you. We do, I think, a pretty decent job with our Facebook pages. Becky's done a great job with that. If you see me flying around either outside on our sign or on Facebook, that's one of her brainchilds. So, and I get a lot of comments on that. Most of them are positive, so that's a good thing. But as long as they're talking about you, I guess that's good. So, yeah, she does a great job with that. Instagram, pretty much any of the social media platforms, Twitter. You know, you can find us. So we'll take care of you on those platforms as well. We do on the Facebook page. We would love for you to be our friend. We do have a thing that we do every week called Max Table Talk, where we sit down and it's usually either me or William, and we'll talk about either pharmaceutical questions or questions that folks give us through the day, or the natural food section or Good Food Grocery. So we do listen to folks. We want their input. We want to know what they're curious about so that we can answer those questions in our Table Talk sessions every week. So it's been a fun, exciting time. We've gotten a lot of feedback on that, so we're very happy with that. And we just want to open up a dialogue for folks that have questions so that you can stay healthy. We would much rather you not ever have to come to the pharmacy. We would much rather you stay healthy, and then if something comes up, then we can take care of you in the pharmacy a lot easier than if you're sick or have some kind of condition, and then something else comes on you. It's a lot tougher to treat. So the trick is to stay healthy, and that's what we're here for. It's make you healthy, wealthy, and wise, as they say, and then if something comes up, we can take care of that as well.
In closing, you're open 7 days a week. Tell us your hours you're open, Max.
Monday through Friday, we open at 8 and close at 7. Saturdays, we're here from 8 until 6. On Sundays, 1 to 5. So for all your healthcare needs, make tracks to Max.
Make tracks to Max. Had a great time today. Thanks as always. We had fun.
I'm always look forward to you coming, and glad to see you, brother.
And got to see Mrs. Walton, too.
Hey, how about that?
Oh, yeah. You may hear about that. I don't think she was overly excited about getting put on camera, but that's okay.
That's all right. Yeah, she's got more of a face for the camera than I do. I've got the face for radio, and she's got the face for television and Facebook.
You got it. Thank you, my friend.
Thank you, Tom.
Yep, great job as always, our buddy Dr. Barry Walton from Max Meadows Mart. Again, congratulations to Bradley Purdy from Cleveland, Texas, watching the show today. And of course, he lives, born and raised here in Kingsport, lives now in Cleveland, Texas. We'll either give it to his family here or mail it out there to him, whatever. We'll find out. And so, thanks, Tom. Max Meadows Mart, Miss Kingsport. That's where my roots are. Just found the love of my life in Texas. I understand. And old love bug bitch out there yonder in Texas, the Lone Star State, and you ain't lone apparently, so that's good. So Bradley Purdy's out yonder. You want to come get on the camera? You want to just no? That's all needed. I'll be in touch. Thank you, my friend. Yes, sir. And so let's wrap up our show by talking a little Major League Baseball. Again, hello to Nikki Palmer and Angel DePue. Thanks to everybody watching the show. Again, tomorrow will be a Movement Mortgage, same show, 11 to 1, just moved down the road to Boones Creek. Wednesday will be a Chick-fil-A, the Crossings in North Johnson City. Thursday will be a Champion Chevrolet. Then on Friday, we're going to step back away from Food City this week, and we'll be back with them next week. And so this Friday we'll be at Freddy's in North Johnson City. Love me some Freddy's food. I was there yesterday, and man, they got some killer food. Freddy's there in North Johnson City in front of Food City. And like me some Freddy's and some of that chocolate custard. Chocolate vanilla. Man, it's good stuff. All right, baseball news before we get out of here. The Padres and free agent first baseman Eric Hosmer have agreed to an 8-year deal. Again, 8 years. Again, 8-year opt-out after 5. Front-loaded deal, $20 million each of the first 5 years, $13 million each of the last 3 years. And so also there's a $5 million signing bonus. So you just take your pen right now and pretend that you're signing a contract and you're going to make $5 million just for signing your name. Incredible. Making this an 8-year, $144 million deal for Eric Hosmer, again, going from the Royals over to the San Diego Padres. Last year he hit .318, 25 homers, 94 RBIs, 98 runs scored, 31 doubles. This guy's the deal. 4-time Gold Glove winner. He's been out there for a long time as a free agent, and they nail it. And so he's now going to be with the San Diego Padres, the biggest contract in the franchise's history. So Eric Hosmer I've heard of Hosmer. Hosmer leaving the Royals and going to the San Diego Padres. Yesterday, New York Mets position players reported to Port St. Lucie for spring training. Among those, former Heisman Trophy winner Tim Tebow. Tebow now 30 preparing to begin his second full season as a pro baseball player. Hit .226 last year, 8 home runs in 126 games, and split between 2 single-A teams. Not great, obviously, but considering Tebow hadn't played baseball since high school, pretty decent. General manager Sandy Alderson has said, he came out yesterday and said, I fully expect this guy to be in the pros someday in Major League Baseball. So it's interesting. Here is Tebow's response to being asked whether he's going to make it to the pros, to the big leagues. He's already in the pros, make it to the big leagues, up with the parent club, the New York Mets. He says, quote, I thought this is neat. My goal is not about what's going to happen one day. My goal is to focus on this day. Outfield work, my training session, getting to know all of our coaches and working as hard as I can. I think one of the important things about being an athlete is being able to lock in and have tunnel vision, because I can't worry about one day if I'm going to be playing the bigs or not. I got into this because I love it, because I have a passion for it. For me, it's being able to lock in and have tunnel vision regardless of what team I'm on. Wherever they decide to put me, I'm going to be able to lock in and give them everything I've got. That's a great, great mindset, and that's, again, coming from, as we said, from Tim Tebow, who starts today with the New York Mets, trying to make the big club for the team. Before we get out of here, again, we told you earlier in the show, major college football, up or down in attendance per game last year. It dropped. Biggest drop in 34 years, second largest ever. And so among the 129 football bowl subdivision teams, there was down an average of almost 1,400 fans per game from 2016. Even more alarming, in the Southeastern Conference, you have even a bigger drop. In the SEC, its sharpest per game decline since 1992, down an average of 2,400 fans per ball game at all the Southeastern Conference football games. Why would you ask that happening? College sports has been long at odds with how to manage the time-value relationship. In other words, how to make attendance at a live event more valuable than the alternative, which would range from remaining at a tailgate outside the venue to viewing on a smartphone while on the go to watching in the comfort of one's living room. So now you're competing because of what we're doing here on live stream and Facebook. And as a result of that, I mean, there's more ways to go than to watch a game than to be there in person. You can watch it on your smartphone. You can watch it on conventional television in the comfort of your home. You can tailgate outside the venue and listen to it on the radio or watch it on the smartphones. Lots of ways to watch and enjoy a football game. And so as a result, college football down big, and in the SEC down on the average of 2,400 fans per ball game. That's pretty strong. If you take a ticket price and multiply that times 2,400 fans, that's a lot of money that's going to their fingers, because folks are opting not to come out to college football games. So where do you go with it? That's a great question, because you're up against social media, just like what we're doing here with Facebook and the website, TomTaylorSports.com. You can watch this show and never come into wherever we are. Of course, we like for you to do that, but case in point, Bradley Purdy watching out in Cleveland, Texas. We got Mary Ellen Malone watching up in West Virginia, and so you can watch the show, benefit of Facebook, and never leave either your office or your home, wherever you have your phone app. So wherever you're watching your phone at, I should say, on your phone app, be it at a park or in your work or at home or wherever. So it's interesting how they're going to take care of that, because attendance is at 2,400 fans per ball game. Pretty significant, and so they got some work to do to try and see how they're going to shore that up. And I don't see how they can, because there's so many media outlets to watch games now, particularly in the SEC or just college football in general. Lots of different ways to watch it, and you don't have to go to the stadium and fight the crowds and the folks who've been drinking and everything that goes into the negativity side of a football game. Of course, the upside, it's, there's, I think, far more positives than outweigh the negatives, but some folks opt to stay home, don't want to go fight the crowds and the parking and so on and so forth, so I get that. But anyway, they do have a problem on their hands, college football, losing fans. The biggest drop since, in 34 years. That's a long time watching college football to have that kind of drop in attendance. We're out of time. We sincerely thank you for yours. Our guest today has been Ken Harden, the head softball coach of the Elizabethton Lady Cyclones. Appreciate him being with us today. Also, Michael Smith, the athletic director and boys basketball coach at Unicoi County High School. William Yarber and Dr. Barry Walton from here at Mike's Medicine Mart. Thanks to all those folks. Again, our winner of the giveaway, the $30 giveaway, Bradley Purdy from Cleveland, Texas, formerly of Kingsport, watches every day and obviously pays to watch. And so thanks for everybody watching the show. And so we will step away and rejoin you tomorrow at 11 o'clock from Movement Mortgage. again in Boones Creek, right across from the Cracker Barrel. Then Wednesday will be at Chick-fil-A. Thursday will be at Champion Chevrolet, and Friday will be at Freddy's in North Johnson City. So for the birthday girl, Becky Patterson, Dr. Barry Walton, and William Yarber from right here at Mike's Medicine Mart, this is Tom Taylor telling you, as always, we're out of time. We sincerely thank you for yours. Be sure and like and share the show. It's going to be up to you. You can watch it anytime. Go back and watch any of our shows because they're archives, so we'd appreciate that. Be sure and like and share our show, and we'll thank you ahead of time for that. Until we rejoin you tomorrow at 11 o'clock for Movement Mortgage in Boones Creek, we'll tell you as always, win or lose, be a good sport. Thanks for giving us a watch and listen for show number 691 of the Tom Taylor Sports Show. So long, everybody.